Shalom. Nous sommes les Hébreux Israélites du camp de GMS Montréal. On commence avec, en donnant tout honneur, toute gloire à Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Kodash. Double honneur et respect aux apôtres de Greg Millstone qui nous ont appris cette vérité et Shalom aux élus. Alright? On a donné tout honneur et toute gloire à Yahweh qui est le nom du Tout-Puissant, qui est le nom de son Fils unique. Notre Sauveur c'est Yahushai, celui que le monde appelle avec ignorance Jésus-Christ. Et Kodash, c'est le Saint-Esprit, tout ça dans l'ancien hébreu. Alright? Si on revient avec les prophéties de la Bible, la Bible qui est un livre qui est adressé qu'aux Israélites. Qui sont les Israélites? Les soi-disant noirs, latinos et amérindiens. Alright? C'est à eux qu'est adressé ces paroles. C'est à eux qui a été donné.
You Latinos need to wake the hell up, man. You Latinos need to stop being simple-minded. That's right. The Lord, that's why that shit happened in Puerto Rico, man. Because you're being simple-minded, man. The Lord is speaking, man. And you ain't listening, man. All right?
Right. Et comme le frère a dit, nous sommes dans le temps du jugement, man. Le jugement va commencer avec les Israélites. Ok?
Premier Pierre 4. Premier Pierre 4, verset 17. Oui, c'est le début du jugement. Et il commence par la famille de Dieu.
Ouais. Oui, nous sommes dans le début du jugement. Comment est-ce qu'on sait? On parle de famine maintenant. On voit qu'il y a des tremblements de terre. Ceci sont des signes que Yahweh Shai a donné à ses prophètes pour indiquer que nous sommes dans la fin des temps. Mais le jugement va commencer avec qui? Ça dit par la famille de Yahweh Shai. Ce sont les soi-disant noirs latino-amérindiens. C'est à vous que le jugement va commencer.
S'il commence par nous, qu'est-ce qui va arriver à la fin à ceux qui ne veulent pas croire à la bonne nouvelle de Dieu?
Le Seigneur a dit, ne vous inquiétez pas, il va commencer par nous, mais nos oppresseurs aussi seront jugés. Mais par contre, puisque le Seigneur a fait une alliance qu'avec une nation, nous sommes les fils et les filles de Yahweh Shai, le jugement doit commencer par nous. Et comme le frère a dit, les latinos ils ne savent pas qui ils sont. Les soi-disant noirs non plus ne savent pas qui ils sont, mais les Native Americans ne savent pas qui ils sont, mais les Amérindiens. C'est ça dit dans Isaiah.
Isaïe 1, le verset 3. Un bœuf connaît son propriétaire, un âne connaît la majora.
Une des caractéristiques de ces deux animaux, c'est qu'ils sont des animaux têtus. Ils ont la tête dure, soit ils connaissent leur maître. Mais les Israélites, continuez.
Un âne connaît la mâchoire où son maître lui apporte à manger, mais Israël ne connaît rien. Mon peuple ne comprend rien.
Mon peuple ne comprend rien. Combien de fois est-ce que les prophètes se sont présentés devant le peuple pour les avertir, pour les instruire, mais ils refusent de reconnaître quel est leur pouvoir. Ils préfèrent se tourner vers un Dieu qui leur a été forcé, sur la photo de ce diable. Ils préfèrent se prosterner vers un faux Dieu, Jésus-Christ, un soi-disant blanc.
Jérémie 4, verset 22, le Seigneur dit, mon peuple est stupide, il ne me connaît pas. Ce sont des enfants qui ne réfléchissent pas, ils ne comprennent rien, ils sont habiles pour faire le mal, mais pour faire le bien. Mais non pour faire le bien.
Ils sont habiles pour faire le bien, ils sont habiles pour faire le mal, mais non pour faire le bien. Lorsque ça vient à commettre l'adultère, c'est des professionnels. Quand ça vient à tuer son frère, c'est des professionnels. Rappelez de comment ils vont tuer leur frère, et ainsi de suite. C'est des professionnels. Quand ça vient à obéir à Israël, le soi-disant en blanc, qui est le diable dont la Bible parle, ils sont des professionnels. Mais lorsque ils voient les frères qui leur donnent une bonne nouvelle, pour se convertir, on leur annonce que le royaume est pour eux, ils refusent de se tourner vers le Tout-Puissant. Pour ces raisons, Yahweh Shai va les tuer. Ils nous disent que 2/3 de la nation d'Israël vont périr.
Zacharie 13 et 8. Dans tout le pays, dit l'Éternel, les 2/3 seront exterminés, périront, et l'autre tiers restera.
Ça dit que 2/3 va périr, 2/3 des soi-disant noirs latino-amérindiens vont périr, à cause qu'ils sont têtus. Mais nous sommes dans le temps du jugement, lorsque le Seigneur va accélérer les fléaux.
Osée 4 et 16 et
Ouais,
6.
ça dit un tiers sera sauvé. Qui est un tiers? Le résidu, le reste. Ok? Ceux qui honorent Yahweh ou Yahweh Shai. Ok? Ceux qui font de leur mieux pour changer leur manière. Même. Ok? C'est ce que le Seigneur respecte. Ceux qui sont honnêtes en eux-mêmes.
Osée 4 et 6. Mon peuple est détruit parce qu'il lui manque la connaissance.
Qu'est-ce que la connaissance? Les instructions de la Bible. Hein? Ok? Les lois que Yahweh Shai nous a données. Mais ceci est la connaissance. Hein? Ok? Continue.
Puisque tu as rejeté la connaissance, je te rejetterai.
Oh, guess what? Si tu rejettes la main qui t'étend vers toi, eh bien, tu seras rejeté en Proverbe 1. Ok? Alright? Ceci est l'amour, la vraie amour qu'on vous donne. Ce n'est pas une fausse amour. Ok? Cet amour qu'on vous donne, cet amour qu'on vous donne, c'est ce qui va mener à la paix, mais l'ordre. Ok?
En Proverbe 1, et verset 24, je vous appelle et vous dites non.
Right. Comment est-ce que le Seigneur vous appelle? Ok, en utilisant ses prophètes. Les Écritures disent que le Seigneur révèle ses secrets à ses serviteurs, les prophètes. Par un prophète, il a sauvé Israël. Comment ça?
En Proverbe 1, verset 24, je vous appelle et vous dites non.
Right.
Je vous donne la main et personne ne fait attention.
Right. Et c'est les mêmes choses qui sont posées dans le temps de Noah, dans le temps de Moïse. Ok? Alright? Combien de miracles est-ce que le Seigneur a fait parvenir devant vos yeux, mais vous faites encore les rebelles, man? Alright?
C'est la même génération quand Yahweh était là, 2000 ans, qu'il disait quand il était sur le roi si tu veux descendu du roi, on va te croire. C'est la même génération qui est ici. C'est pour ça que tu ne peux pas croire en Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. Proverbe 1 et 25.
Pas d'autre ce qu'ils ont dit. Laisse que son sang soit sur nous et sur nos fils, man. Ouais, so guess what? Le sang du Seigneur va être sur vous, man. Ok? C'est eux-mêmes qui ont versé le sang du Seigneur, man. Ok? Avec leur rébellion. Les jugements arrivent, man. Alright? Les jugements arrivent, man. Et le Seigneur ne va pas montrer de faveur à ceux qui sont rebelles, man. Alright?
Apocalypse 1. Apocalypse 1 et verset 7. Et ça lit, regardez, il vient au milieu des nuages et tous le verront, même ceux qui l'ont transpercé.
Ouais, tu sais pas de qui a transpercé les Romains, mais guess what? Les Israélites n'étaient pas innocents, man. Ils ont dit, ils préféraient Barabbas que Yahweh Shai, un homme innocent, man. Ok? Ils ont préféré le criminel que l'innocent, man. C'est pour ça que Yahweh Shai a dit, vous êtes de votre père le diable, man.
De la même façon, il parle contre nous. Ouais, il dit que qu'est-ce qu'on dit, c'est pas bon, mais qu'est-ce que Esau a fait, c'est bon.
Right.
Oui?
Hein? Qu'est-ce que Esau a fait, c'est bon, right? La pédophilie, man, c'est bon ça? Non, l'homosexualité, c'est bon ça, man? Right? On se tient pour des choses à droite, mais vous reniez ce qui est bien, man. Vous préférez se tenir avec le diable, guess what? Vous tenez avec le diable, vous allez prendre le jugement du diable, man. Les Écritures disent que qu'une main se joigne avec une main se joigne avec une autre main. L'impie ne sera pas impuni, man.
Et tous le verront, même ceux qui l'ont transpercé. Tous les peuples de la terre seront en deuil à cause de lui.
Right. Et ça sera encore pire pour vous, Israélites, man. Parce que c'est à vous qui avez adressé cette parole, man. Alright? So vous allez être complètement humiliés, man. Alright? Bon, retourne à Proverbe.
Matthieu 23 et 35. Jérusalem, Jérusalem, qui tue les prophètes.
Right. Jérusalem est un peuple avant d'être une ville, man. Ok? Ça parle de soi-disant noirs latino-amérindiens, spécifiquement de
Jérémie 5 et
la tribu
25.
de Juda.
Jérémie 5 et 25.
Le royaume de Juda.
Qui tue les prophètes et qui lapide ceux qui te sont envoyés. Combien de fois ai-je voulu rassembler tes enfants comme une poule rassemble ses poussins?
Ouais, parce que les Écritures disent ce qui s'est passé maintenant, c'est produit autrefois, man. Ok? À plusieurs reprises, est-ce qu'ils ont tué les prophètes? Ok? Et Yahshua a donné une belle parabole, comme si il a envoyé ses prophètes pour ses serviteurs. Et qu'est-ce qu'ils ont fait? Ils ont tué les serviteurs, il a envoyé son fils, ils ont tué le fils, man. Alright? Ça parle de notre peuple, man, les Israélites, man. Alright? Et mais on remercie Abba Shai qu'il a réservé un reste, man. Ok? Et c'est ce reste qui sera héritier du royaume. Continue.
Comme une poule rassemble ses poussins sous ses ailes et vous ne l'avez pas voulu. Voici, votre maison vous sera laissée déserte. Zacharie 7 et 11. Mais ils refusent d'être attentifs. Ils hurlent les poules rebelles. Ils endurcissent leurs oreilles pour ne pas entendre.
Yeah, ils ont durci leur oreille pour ne pas entendre, mais les bonnes choses. Ok? Mais quand ça vient écouter les idéologies, les philosophies, les soi-disant blancs, les édomites, ils sont en accord. Man. Oh, on va prendre le vaccin, t'as besoin. Ils courent pour prendre le vaccin. Man. Ok, so la même chose va se produire lorsque Israël va faire la promotion de la marque de la bête, man. Ok? Qui est la puce électronique en passant. Alright? Et pour ça, il n'y aura pas de repentance, man. Alright? C'est le dernier warning, le dernier avertissement qu'on vous donne, man. Alright?
Zacharie 7 et 12, ils rendirent leur cœur dur comme le diamant.
Leur cœur dur, man. Ok? Continue.
Pour ne pas entendre, pour ne pas écouter la loi et la parole que l'Éternel des armées leur adressait par son esprit, par les premiers prophètes.
Par les premiers prophètes, man. Ok? Donc c'est par les prophètes que le Seigneur fonctionne, man. Ok? Prends Amos 3 et 6. Alright? Bring it up.
Ainsi, l'Éternel des armées s'enflamma d'une grande colère.
Alright? Le Seigneur est enflammé d'une grande colère, man. Il a fait, prends Jérémie 15, Baboucha. Ok? Et la colère de Yahweh Shemashah va s'exprimer de plusieurs manières, man. Néanmoins de 4 fléaux, man. Ok? On va vous nommer les 4 fléaux, man. Bring it up.
Jérémie 15, je vais commencer à 1. Le Seigneur m'a dit, même si Moïse et Samuel interviennent auprès de moi, je resterai.
Qui était Moïse et Samuel? C'est là que c'était des prophètes, man.
Bring it out next.
Ok, c'est là qu'il y a
Je resterai indifférent à ce peuple. Chasse-le loin de moi, qu'il parte. Si les gens te demandent où ils doivent aller, tu leur répondras, voici ce que le Seigneur dit. Chacun doit suivre son chemin. Pour les uns, ce sera la peste. Pour d'autres, la guerre. Pour d'autres, la famine.
Dis ça encore.
Calme. Chacun doit suivre son chemin.
Alright, ça veut dire quoi? Que vous avez tous une destination en notre mot, man. Ok? Yahweh Shemashah a perfectionné un chemin pour les impies, man. Alright? Commençons par les mauvais Israélites. On continue.
Pour les uns, ce sera la peste.
La peste, man. Donc des pestes pires que le C19. Ok? Des pestes pires que le monkeypox et le polio, man. Ok? Continue.
Pour d'autres, la guerre. Pour d'autres, la famine. D'autres, enfin, seront déportés. Le Seigneur déclare, j'agirai contre eux de 4 manières.
Ouais, les 4 fléaux sont quoi?
L'épée les tuera.
L'épée va venir dans la forme de qui? Esau, Edom, hein? Ok, lorsqu'il va relâcher ces différentes troupes de l'armée, man. Ok? Continue. Les Nations Unies, ainsi de suite. Alright? Ils ont tous des groupes de guerre, man. Alright? Continue. Et qu'est-ce soit, ils vont pas venir avec pitié, man. Alright? Si tu te trouves dans la rue à une certaine heure où tu n'es pas supposé te présenter, man, headshot on sight, man.
Yeah, because soon they're going to put away the police and then the army's going to take over, man. Because that's when you have martial law. What does martial law mean? It means army law. That's what it literally means, man. All right, so that's what they're getting ready to do so that they can really implement what they want to implement, man, which is their NWO.
Right.
You at least want to lock you people down on a high level, man, where you don't have anything, but you got to go to them for everything, man.
That's right.
All right? You got to go for them for the want of all things on the highest level. All right? And they're going to keep you, they're trying to keep you like sardine packed up. They have something called the smart cities where it's just like a line, but then it's like a high-ass wall. That's captivity right there. But then all around it, there's a bunch of land. And make it the earth a wilderness, right? Because everything around them is land, but it's overpopulated. But if you fly on a plane, all you're going to see is nothing but pure land. That's all you're going to see. It's pure land. All right? So this devil's a liar, man. And he just wants to hoard everything for himself because he's greedy, man. All right? So everything that he's setting up is for that. This whole digital system is for that, man. Salaki. Go ahead.
L'épée les tuera. Les chiens les traîneront plus loin. Les charognards et les chacals les dévoreront et les feront disparaître.
En d'autres mots, le Seigneur va relâcher toutes sortes de bêtes sauvages qui vont vous dévorer, man. Alright, ce jugement est réservé pour les rebelles de la nation d'Israël. Les soi-disant noirs, latinos et amérindiens, vous êtes les fils et les filles de Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, l'Éternel. Bring it up.
Apocalypse 12 et 12. C'est pourquoi rejoignez-vous, cieux. Réjouissez-vous, cieux. Et vous qui habitez dans les cieux, malheur à la terre et à la mer, car le diable est descendu vers vous, animé d'une grande colère.
Right, qui est le diable? Le diable parle de Esau, Edom, alright? Et l'autorité a été donnée à Satan d'exécuter son jugement, ok? Alright? Et qui contrôle Esau, Edom? Satan, alright? So Esau, Edom va se défouler sur vous, alright? Le frère vient de mentionner le nouvel système digital qui va mener au nouvel ordre mondial. Alright? Ça va être la tyrannie, mais la persécution, l'oppression totale, okay, de la part de ce diable. Pourquoi? Parce qu'il veut former son propre monde. Alright? Le frère vient de président.
Sachant qu'il est peu de temps.
Sachant qu'il a peu de temps, okay? Parce que Esau Edom, les élites de Esau Edom, des soi-disant hommes blancs, commençant par la famille de Rothschild, okay? Ils connaissent les prophéties, alright? Mais ils essaient de dévier les prophéties, ils essaient de challenge le Tout-Puissant, Ceci est la preuve de l'orgueil de ce diable, alright? So, eux, ils savent que la prophétie dit quoi? Que l'aîné va servir le plus jeune, Qui est l'aîné? Esau Edom, ok? Et ils voient les prophètes en train d'allumer l'internet, ok? Chaque jour, ils allument l'internet, avec les prophéties, alright? So, ceci le vexe, Quoi d'autre est-ce qu'ils voient? Ils voient les anges de Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, les chariots.
Et à cause de cette vérité, les Edomites, ils dorment pas bien à nuit, Les Edomites, ils dorment pas bien à nuit, Parce que c'est une vérité, Ils essayent de dire non, c'est peu importe, mais ils voient, ça peut être vrai, tu vois? Peut-être c'est la vérité, ça. C'est vrai ça? So, quand il va à nuit, il a des rêves, il a des choses, il pense de ça, il mange, il pense. Oui?
That's it.
Yeah, so this is why they want to get us off the streets. That's why it says they shall enter to the gates of the nobles, Because they're going to complain about this. But they already been complaining. But they can't do anything until the Lord says, okay, that's enough.
That's right. Je voulais juste ajouter ce que le frère dit, même aussi les signes qu'ils voient dans les cieux avec les chars. Quelques jours passés, j'ai vu une article sur comme ils ne veulent pas donner l'information sur leur chariot à cause que ça va être, comment on dit ça, la public va être comme
Curious, vont troubler.
Mais ils vont troubler.
Right.
Ça veut dire peut-être ils ont vu des anges, on ne sait pas.
But another thing that we're hearing, who makes the videos about those chariots all the time and they're breaking down what they are? Us. All right, so they don't want them to link up to us and say, wait a minute, maybe what they're saying is the truth. All right, so that's why they don't put it in the news, Something like that. You got breaking news, Kim Kardashian stubbs her toe, breaking news. You know, some stupidity. And they keep the queen, she's dead, she's been dead. Why keep need to hear about it, You see, so they put what they want to put in front of you, They put what they want to indoctrinate you with, okay? But the real news, they ain't gonna bring it out like that. Especially not in the American, the Canadian news, and the London, and especially not in the Edomite Western society news, All right, they give you fluff and puff, All right? Go ahead, bro.
Isaïe 62 et 7. Et ne lui laissez aucun relâche, jusqu'à ce qu'il rétablisse Jérusalem et la rende glorieuse sur la
19
terre.
minutes.
Isaïe 62 et 6. Sur tes murs, Jérusalem, j'ai placé des gardes.
Ce sont les gardes, les prophètes, ok? Les sentinelles, Ceux qui avertissent le peuple, alright? Ceux qui avertissent le peuple du danger qui va venir, continue.
Ils ne se tairont ni jour, ni nuit.
Alright, c'est ce que tu vois, mais lorsque la nuit tombe, on a un frère en Hawaï ou bien en Tanzanie qui envoie des vidéos, ok? So, constamment, l'esprit de Yahweh Bashim Yahushai est répandu sur la planète Terre, ok? Et ceci est quoi? Une vexation pour ces diables, alright? Ainsi que les autres nations.
Vous, qui l'a rappelé au souvenir de l'Éternel, point de repos pour vous, et ne lui laissez aucun relâche, jusqu'à ce qu'il rétablisse Jérusalem et la rende glorieuse sur la terre.
Ouais, la rende glorieuse sur la terre, mais Jérusalem est quoi? Ça parle encore une fois d'un peuple, mais Yahweh Bashim Yahushai va est en train de restabiliser Jérusalem, ok, en répandant son Saint-Esprit sur nous, en nous retournant vers ses instructions, mais vers sa parole.
Acte 3 et 23, il arrivera que toute âme qui n'écoutera pas ce prophète sera détruit au milieu du peuple. Oui, et tous les prophètes depuis Samuel et ceux qui ont suivi, ensuite tous ceux qui ont parlé, ont de même prédit ces jours.
Right, parce que le Seigneur fonctionne par des prophètes, man. Ok? Et c'est la manière d'échapper le jugement, man. Ok? La manière d'échapper le jugement, c'est de suivre ce que les prophètes disent. Mais prends ça dans Alright? C'est en suivant les prophètes, prends ça rapidement dans quelque chose.
En deuxième chronique 20, le verset 20, et ça lit. Le jour suivant, tôt le matin, tout le monde se met en route pour le désert de Tekoa. Au moment de partir, Jehoshaphat se place devant eux et leur dit: écoute-moi, habitants de Jérusalem et de Juda, mettez toute votre confiance dans le Seigneur votre Dieu, et vous serez forts. Mettez toute votre confiance dans les prophètes.
Dans les qui?
Dans ces prophètes.
That's right.
Et vous remporterez la victoire.
Et vous remporterez la victoire, man. Le Seigneur va réstabiliser Jérusalem. Comment? Lorsqu'on écoute les prophètes, man. Ok, les prophètes sont la bouche de Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahawashi, man. Ok, de l'Éternel. Alright? Mais guess what? Si tu n'écoutes pas les prophètes, tu vas périr, man. Alright? Et tu ne peux pas dire que tu n'as pas reçu l'avertissement. Ok? L'avertissement est devant vos yeux, man. Alright?
Osée 12 et 13. Par un prophète, l'Éternel fut monté Israël.
Par un prophète, le Seigneur fut monté Israël. Mais qu'est-ce qu'il a utilisé? Il a utilisé Moïse, man. Alright? Et différents prophètes pour sauver Israël, man. Continue.
Et par un prophète, Israël fut gardé.
Par un prophète, Israël fut gardé, man. Isaiah 30, man. Ok? Les Écritures disent que dans ce jour-ci, on allait voir nos enseignants, man. Ok? Commençant par nos enseignants de Great Millstone, man. Les apôtres de Great Millstone, man. Alright?
Bring out that Baruch though, bro.
I'm looking.
You're playing Baruch 1 and 20.
Isaïe.
Baruch 1 and 20.
Isaïe 30 et verset 20. Et ça lit: quand tu seras dans le malheur, le Seigneur te donnera de la nourriture. Quand tu seras écrasé, il te donnera à boire. Celui qui t'enseigne ne sera caché plus.
Là, qui t'enseigne ne sera plus caché, man. Ok? Qu'est-ce qui nous enseigne? Ce sont les messagers, les prophètes. Ceux qui nous enseignent les instructions de Yahweh Shemyahushai.
Et tu pourras le voir de tes yeux.
Tu pourras aller voir de tes yeux, man. Et le Seigneur a utilisé l'Internet pour propager son message. L'Internet a été créé, ok? Principalement pour que sa parole soit dispersée dans les quatre coins du monde, man. Alright? Continue.
Verset 21. Tu entendras derrière toi ces paroles. Voici le chemin que tu dois prendre pour aller à la droite ou à la gauche.
Ouais, ceci parle de cet esprit que le Seigneur a envoyé sur le monde d'Israël, man. Sur les élus du monde d'Israël, man. Ok? Et c'est cet esprit qui nous guide, man. Ok, non, on ne fait pas ça. Et les esprits, cet esprit, en fait, t'échappe de certaines circonstances, de certains obstacles, man. Alright? Continue. C'est pour ça qu'on va toujours glorifier Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahawashi. Alright?
Baruch 1 et 20. Aussi, comme on le voit aujourd'hui, les malheurs se sont collés à nous, ainsi que les malédictions proférées sur l'ordre du Seigneur par son serviteur Moïse.
Ouais, parce que Moïse a dit quoi? Je vous présente Yahweh Shemyahushai, par l'entremise de Moïse a dit quoi? Je vous présente ici la vie et la mort. Faites ce qui est bien, suivez ma parole, vous allez vivre. Faites ce qui est mal, désobéissez ma parole, vous allez mourir même. Ok? Et l'alliance qu'il a fait avec nous est venue avec des bénédictions et des malédictions. Si tu obéis, tu seras béni par-dessus tous les peuples. Si tu désobéis, tu seras les inférieurs. Maintenant, les malédictions sont répandues sur nous à cause qu'on a désobéi.
That's right.
Le jour où il fit sortir.
Jérémie 26 et 5. Pour écouter les paroles de mes serviteurs, les prophètes que je vous ai envoyés, me levant tôt et les envoyant, mais vous n'avez pas écouté.
Ils n'ont pas écouté, mais bien sûr, le Seigneur a dit qu'il ne veut plus écouter ce peuple. Donc les jugements vont se reprendre, vont s'accélérer.
Le jour où il est fit sortir nos pères du pays d'Égypte pour nous donner un pays ruisselant de lait et de miel.
Ouais, quel est ce pays ruisselant de lait et de miel? Ça parle d'Israël, mais notre pays. Ceux qui résident présentement ne sont pas les vrais Israélites.
Read out.
On prend Asia, le 2e chapitre, après c'est le chapitre. Parce qu'il y a certaines prophéties qui sont supposées se réaliser lorsqu'on serait dans notre terme. Ok? Il aurait pu supposer avoir de guerre.
That's right.
Ok? Mais il y a constamment de la guerre entre ces diables, ces Amalek et les Arabes qui sont à côté. Alright?
Nous n'avons pas écouté la voix du Seigneur, notre pouvoir, selon toutes les paroles des prophètes qu'il nous a envoyés. Mais nous allions chacun, suivant le dessein de son cœur mauvais, servir d'autres pouvoirs, faire ce qui est mal aux yeux du Seigneur, notre pouvoir.
Alright? Et c'est ce que le Seigneur déteste le plus prendre dans Exode 20. Okay? Le Seigneur, le premier commandement, c'est qu'on doit servir aucun autre Dieu. Ok? La fin, on va dire tout ça.
Exode 20 et 1. Alors Yahweh prononça toutes ces paroles en disant: Je suis l'Éternel, dont ton pouvoir, qui t'a fait sortir du pays d'Égypte, de la maison de servitude. Tu n'auras pas d'autre pouvoir devant ma face.
Tu n'auras pas d'autre pouvoir devant ma face. Et il y a différentes formes de Dieu que tu peux, de différentes choses que tu peux rendre ton Dieu. Mais telle qu'une femme, mais tu peux rendre la femme ton Dieu. Alright? La femme qui est supposée être inférieure la femme qui est inférieure à toi, tu ne peux pas la rendre supérieure à toi.
That's right.
Non?
That's right.
Pour quelle raison est-ce que Yahweh a coupé la tête des femmes de Juda? Ok? À cause de leur arrogance. Alright? La femme n'est pas supérieure à l'homme, mais contrairement à ce qu'il s'en guide, on ne soit disant en blanc, fait la promotion.
The woman king. Don't forget the woman king.
Right, yeah.
Madness, bro. That's satanic. And now you got Jake protesting it now. Because they see how satanic that. But you already know it's going to be Satanism, man. See, whenever Esau's in control of the media, there's nothing but wickedness he pushes forth, man. And backwards energy, man. Alright? So there, like I heard there was a dude, all the dudes were effeminate, right? All the dudes were effeminate, and then there was a dude, a concubine that was a dude. So Esau likes to push that wickedness to our people, man. And he controls this fucking media, man. This is why this devil got to be taken out of power, man. All right? And that's why Jake is a lot of these Jakes are effeminate, because this devil done indoctrinated the ass, man. All right? Took the fathers out of the house. All right? You Jakes have a number done on you, man. All right? Go ahead, man. Go ahead, man.
Isaïe 5 et verset 20. Malheur à ceux qui appellent le mal bien et le bien mal.
And that's mal. All right? That whole woman king shit, that was mal. And that's the time we saw the title alone, we knew it was wickedness, bro. That's Esau pushing that feminism on a high level, right? And that emasculating of the men, all right? Especially amongst our people. But he does that to every man, really. All right? But especially, he tries to force that, especially on Jake, man. And then you got the nigga woman, she's so fucking bold and shit. All right? Don't know when to shut the hell up, man. And then she gets punched in the face. I'm a woman. All right? Well, you should act like that, man. Go ahead, man.
Juste ajouter, mais ça c'est la promesse que Esau a donnée à Yves dans le jardin.
Hey, hold on. You guys are Israelites, eh? You guys are Israelites. You Latinos need to wake the hell up, man.
Ça c'est la
To get your head out of your ass, man. Salakia, bro.
Ça c'est la promesse que Esau a donnée à Yves dans le jardin. Le serpent, il avait dit à Yves qu'elle va être comme un dieu. Comme Dieu. Maintenant tu vois que tous ces gars-là, ils worship les femmes, hein?
I got a piece for that. Siracide 25 et 24. C'est à cause d'une femme que le péché a commencé.
De quelle femme? Ève, man. Ok, c'est elle qui a été séduite par le serpent, man. Le serpent qui était en fait un homme avec des caractéristiques d'un serpent, man. Ok? Ouais, la Bible est écrite symboliquement, mais paraboliquement, man. Alright, continue.
C'est par sa faute que nous sommes tous mortels.
Ouais, parce que qu'est-ce qui s'est passé? Après qu'elle a été déçue, elle est allée voir son mari, man, et lui-même a été déçu.
Right.
Mais le premier péché a été commis par Ève, man, la femme, man. Alright?
But that's why you're not supposed to follow no woman. That's why she's supposed to follow you, man.
That's right,
Because
that's
you're
right.
not built to lead, man. All right? Go ahead, man.
Jérémie 31 et 22. Jusqu'à quand seras-tu errant, puis égaré? Car l'Éternel crée une chose nouvelle sur la terre. la femme recherchera l'homme.
Right, right. So, la femme, en fait, la femme a surpassé l'homme. Ok? Alright? Et c'est ce qui se passe présentement, mais la femme a plus de pouvoir de l'homme. Pourquoi? Parce que l'impie règne. Et les Écritures disent qu'il a renversé toutes choses à l'envers.
Isaïe 3 et 12. Mon peuple a pour oppresseur des enfants et des femmes dominent sur lui. Mon peuple, ceux qui te conduisent t'égarent et ils corrompent la voie dans laquelle tu marches.
Alright. Lis ça encore?
Isaïe 3 et 12. Mon peuple a pour oppresseur des enfants et des femmes dominent sur lui.
Ouais, des femmes dominent sur lui. Alright? Alright? Et quand tu vois la plupart des rappeurs, man, okay, des joueurs de basket, man, ils ont pas de père, man. C'est la femme qui les contrôle, man. Ok? Et guess what? Les rappeurs, man, de quoi est-ce qu'ils parlent? Shoot, shoot, bang, bang, man. Joe music, man. Ok? Pourquoi? Parce qu'ils ont été élevés par des femmes, man. Alright? Il y avait des statistiques qui étaient sorties qui disent que la plupart des meurtriers, ils ont été élevés par des femmes, man.
Tous les crimes, tous les big criminals, they all come from fatherless households, man.
Right.
For the most part, most of them.
Right. Pourquoi? Parce que l'homme installe une structure, man.
That's
Okay?
right, that's right.
L'homme installe une structure, man. Et lorsque tu as un père dur, you know what I'm saying? Tu auras peur, mais tu vas penser 2 fois avant d'agir, man. You know?
Ça fait partie du poison que Isaïe m'a donné à ces femmes en les faisant croire qu'ils peuvent jouer le rôle de la mère et du père en même temps.
Hey, ils ont couru avec, man. Quelque chose en
Ouais. Siracide 26 et 8, il est écrit, la femme méchante fait autant de dégâts qu'un joug mal attaché sous le cou d'un bœuf.
Right. Oh, ils sont encore, bro.
Yeah. Golly.
Siracide 26 et 7, la femme méchante fait autant de dégâts qu'un joug mal attaché sous le cou de bœuf.
Quand tu vois le rodeo, quand tu vois les taureaux là, tu
That's right.
la femme méchante fait pire que ça, man. La femme méchante, c'est la femme qui refuse d'obéir à son mari.
That's right.
Right? Parce qu'encore une fois, le Seigneur a installé une structure. Qui est au-dessus de Yahawashi, c'est Yahweh. Qui est au-dessus de l'homme, c'est Yahawashi, notre sauveur. Qui est au-dessus de la femme, c'est l'homme. Hein?
That's it, that's it. They're gonna find that out when the time when shit gets
Voilà,
serious.
voilà. On va voir, man.
Yeah, when shit gets serious.
Yeah, man. On va voir, man.
Isaïe 29 et verset 16. Certainement, votre façon de mettre les choses sans dessus sera estimée comme l'agir du portier pour que l'ouvrage dise de celui qui le fait, il ne me fait pas. Ça va continuer. Isaïe 29 et verset 16. Certainement, votre façon de mettre les choses sans dessus sera estimée comme l'argile du portier. Pour que...
Ouais, parce que tous tes plans uniques vont être mis à fin. Hein.
Oui.
Ok, mettre les choses à l'envers. Ok, tout ça va venir à une fin. Hein. Ok, c'est pas stable. Hein. La manière qu'Israël va installer son royaume n'est pas stable. Hein. Et on voit, nous sommes témoins de la chute de son royaume. Hein. Ok.
Pour que l'ouvrage dise de celui qui l'a fait,
Ecclésiaste 10 et 5. Il y a eu un mal que j'ai vu sous le soleil, comme une erreur provenant de celui qui gouverne. La folie occupe des postes très élevés.
Ouais, la folie occupe des postes très élevés, man. Alright? Parce que ça dit ça, parce qu'il le met au pouvoir le soi-disant homme blanc. L'homme qui refuse de reconnaître la parole de Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. Celui qui est adverse à la parole de Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Ok, ça dit aussi la folie occupe des postes élevés. Il donne du pouvoir à ces jeunes noirs, whatever, ces jeunes israélites, de jouer les fous à la télévision, man. You know? Wayne Brothers, Cosby Show. C'est juste la comédie, mais Kevin Hart. C'est juste des bafouneries, man. You know?
Those are your leaders.
Ils utilisent aussi ces gens, les idoles d'Israël, pour pousser leur iniquité.
Ouais. C'est quoi le nom, là, le fact, là? Le gars, là,
Nas.
Nas, whatever, yeah. On fait la promotion de l'homosexualité à un haut niveau, pire qu'un idolite. Mais les Écritures disent que vous avez dépassé les œuvres de l'impie, parlant des Israélites. Right? Et Edom sait à qui il doit utiliser pour pousser ces iniquités. Right? La tribu de Juda, la top tribu de notre nation. Right? Tout le monde suit Juda. Right? Tout le monde va suivre Juda à la fin. Qui est Juda? Qui est le top Juda? Yahushua.
Comme tu viens de parler de Kevin Hart, je regardais un peu il n'y a pas longtemps, mais on utilise pour pousser l'agenda de LGBT, les pronoms, les ishi, les non. Tu vas prendre un bon 5 minutes pour expliquer dans le film. Tu ne peux pas offenser personne. Appelle-le, tu ne sais pas si lui veut s'associer comme un juif. Tu vois?
C'est pour ça qu'on appelle ce système babylonien. Ok? Le système de Babylone veut dire quoi? On retourne au mot bab en hébreu, qui veut dire confusion. Alright? Est-ce que deux hommes peuvent produire la vie, tu changes ton sexe? Un jour tu es une femme, l'autre jour tu es un homme. Et then, on a regardé un documentaire l'autre jour. Il y a plusieurs qui, après quelques années d'avoir fait leur changement, ok, ils regrettent. Ils sont dans les regrets.
Dans les Job 10 et 21,
Christophe, for that. Abdias 9 et verset 3. Ton immense orgueil t'égare. Tu t'es installé dans les trous des rochers, aux endroits les plus élevés, et tu dis, qui pourrait me déloger? Même si tu perchais aussi haut que l'aigle et plaçais ton nid parmi les étoiles, je t'en ferai descendre. C'est moi le Seigneur qui l'affirme.
Right, t'as mis ton nid parmi les étoiles, man. Ok? Ça parle de comment il a envoyé des satellites dans l'air. Ok? You know, c'est produit vers les années 1969-70. Ok? C'est à ce point-là que son empire a commencé à chuter, man. Alright? Right? Quand ils avaient la guerre spatiale avec les Russes, man, qui va être le premier à acquérir l'espace, ainsi de suite, man.
La guerre froide.
Durant la guerre, il y avait la guerre froide, il y avait le Space War, il y avait des compétitions entre ces deux nations, qui sont en fait deux nations édomites. Alright? So, nous sommes dans les temps finaux où est-ce qu'il y a Bachimachia va faire que ces deux nations, l'ours et l'aigle, vont se frapper tête à tête. Man. Et finalement, l'ours va mettre fin au royaume de Esau Edom. Okay? Comment? En envoyant des armes nucléaires, des missiles nucléaires.
Sagesse 14. Sagesse 14. Verset 23. Et ça lit.
Ceci se préserve par en fait des habitudes qui suivaient à Sodome et Gomorrhe. Qu'est-ce que les Écritures disent? Nous sommes présentement dans le système babylonien qui est spirituellement appelé Sodome et Égypte. Pourquoi? Eh bien, on va le lire.
Sagesse 14, verset 23. Il faut des sacrifices d'enfants.
Ils font des sacrifices d'enfants, ok? Tel que quoi? L'annulation des enfants, ok? L'abortion. Alright?
Il faut des sacrifices des enfants. Ils ont.
Pas d'autre. C'est bien documenté que ces élites, ils sacrifient des enfants, ils boivent leur sang. Ok? Ceci est très documenté, mais il y a même des édomites qui parlent contre ça. Alright, continue.
C'est pour ça que dans des Amber Alerts, de temps en temps, qu'il y a un petit enfant qui a disparu.
Sans compter les nombres d'enfants qu'on ne trouve pas aux États-Unis.
Le frère m'a mentionné il n'y a pas longtemps qu'il y a des milliers d'enfants qui sont rapportés manqués aux États-Unis, mais des Israélites, des jeunes filles. Alright? Alors, c'est peut-être que la reine avait tout ça 12.
Ils ont des rites secrets. Ils organisent des fêtes où ils se conduisent n'importe comment. Ils ne savent plus garder leur vie pure. Ils ne sont plus fidèles dans le mariage.
Ils sont plus fidèles. Ça, c'est très répandu. Okay, le nombre de divorces qu'il y a dans ces sociétés. Ok?
Ça, c'est la prophétie. On savait dit que ton wife va être une salope dans la vie. Un homme tue un autre homme en le trahissant. Ou bien qu'il l'insulte en prenant sa femme pour lui.
L'adultère, man. Alright? Ça, c'est très répandu dans la musique rap, man. Alright? Et qui est responsable de donner l'argent à ces rappeurs, man? Amalek, man. Ok? Lear Cohen.
Oh, that devil. That's Satan. That's Satan. All them Edomites in the background, that's Satan. Lear Cohen, or Liar Cohen, is a damn devil, man. All right? You can tell he's a liar. You can tell he just, he's exploiting you, Jakes, man. Go ahead, man.
Même le concept de dating, le concept d'avoir un copain, un copine, ça tu vois pas ça dans l'ancien temps, même dans l'autre côté du globe. Il n'y a pas tout ça, mais parce qu'ils savent que ça apporte des conduites iniques. Et c'est ça exactement ce que Isaïe le pousse ici. Parce qu'en fait, on est supposé avoir des liasses, mais tu te retrouves avec une femme qui a déjà 2000 bonnes. C'est riche.
And then they have the nerve to put on a white dress. Right. All them bodies, you got a white dress. You need to be wearing a black dress. All right, black with some crimson, with some red on it.
L'adultère passe ça même aussi aux maladies, man. Toutes sortes de maladies transmises sexuellement. You know?
Parce qu'il y a plusieurs femmes qui deal avec des mots.
Oh yeah. Especially the end all these. I can't just put it on all these, but they don't have. There's one video of the chick saying, "Oh yeah, I knew he was a mole, but then I dealt with him." But that's why the disease spreads, because you deal with these wicked dudes that are doing all this wickedness, behind closed doors. They're dealing with other men and all kind of freakism, and they're like, "I don't have a problem with it as long as it's cool and you got the money." You see? And then she has AIDS and she's dying and she don't know why. You see? But the main disease that's spreading is basically because all the promiscuity of the woman. All right? Because a man could deal with 1,000 women and no disease would spread. All right? Where does BV increase? It increases every time a woman lays with another man. It flipping exponentially raises her chances of catching which is a bacterial vaginosis, man. And they all got bacterial vaginosis. Every one of them. All right, every one of them have bacterial vaginosis, man. Why? Because it's a polluted society, man. And they're all polluted. If you get me Jeremiah where it says, all right?
Jérémie 3, verset 1. Le Seigneur a dit, suppose que l'homme renvoie sa femme, celle-ci le quitte et devient la femme de l'autre. Est-ce qu'il a le droit de la reprendre comme femme? Non, en effet, le pays deviendra impur à cause de cela.
Impure, no. It's very more impure now, very more polluted now, man. All of them are super polluted, man. So this is why we got to get out of this place. We need a new kingdom, man.
Non, parce que le jugement n'est pas exercé, man. Il y a une sentence finie contre l'adultère, man. Right? Et est supposé exécuter ce jugement rapidement, man. Pourquoi? Le Seigneur a dit pourquoi? Pour que la pollution ne se disperse pas en Israël, man. You know?
Ecclésiaste 8 et 11. Parce qu'une sentence, quand les mauvaises actions ne s'exécutent pas promptement, le cœur des fils de l'homme se remplit en eux du désir de faire le mal.
Because at the end of the day, if there was a laws on the adultery, these hoes wouldn't be doing adultery. If there was a public lynching, a public burning, trust me, man, they would be chased. All right? And the family structure could flourish. All right? Well, you see, because you don't have no punishment, they just do whatever the hell they want to do. All right? Which that's coming to an end. All right? But when they do whatever they want to do, that's why this thing is increasing, man. The scripture says, give not a wicked woman liberty to gather up. They have cars, man. They got cars, they got going to the bar, shit, jobs, cars, all that, man. All right? They go on an airplane, they got the passports. All right? What are they doing? Wickedness. They ain't serving the Lord. They ain't traveling to serve the Lord.
Too much freedom.
They're traveling to do wickedness, man. And folly, man. All right?
J'ai eu une conversation avec...
C'est là que le frère vient de dire rencontrer des chamons. Comment ils appellent ça? Party.
What?
Les parties qu'ils font en Arabie Saoudite avec les princes et les rois saoudiens.
Yo, bro, you think a chick, she's decent, bro, that chick was doing all kind of foul, she was doing bestiality, man. All right? So this is the society you live in, man. And really, the better they look, the worse they are. All right? Okay? Why? Because they have so much opportunity, so much dudes coming at them, and they don't know how to control themselves. All right? They just do what Satan controls them. So if the dude comes, oh yeah, he look good, but he look good too, and he look good, and he also looks good, but he also looks good, so I'm gonna try him, and then I'm gonna come back to him, 'cause I thought he was better, and then you're down the line 40 men, obviously you can't choose. No wonder you're fucking lost.
Yeah, c'est pour ça qu'elle est supposée être en subjection.
Yeah, bro.
Right?
But then they're always comparing the last one to the last, but you have 40 to compare to. It's not right. Because you might compare one particular part of that guy. You know what? I liked his ears. But then I like that guy, the way he danced. And then I like the way he cooked. Right? So what is that? That's confusion, man. That's confusion. And they can't pair bond with no man after that, man. Okay? Why? Because they already, how do they pair bond? That by letting off those hormones. But they got hormones connected to 50, 100 men. Who are they connected to? None of them.
Parce que Dieu nous a fait l'humain comme la femme d'avoir seulement eu un homme.
That's right.
Parce que le sperme, ça reste dans le cerveau. Mais s'il va et puis il y a plusieurs hommes, il y a trop de sperme, c'est la confusion.
Yeah.
C'est ça. Et juste rajouter un point que le frère avait apporté sur le fait que le jugement a été exécuté. Le jugement a été exécuté publiquement, même. Parce que si la femme savait, ok, ceci est la conséquence de commettre l'adultère, elle ne le ferait pas. Le Seigneur a fait que le jugement, lorsque le jugement se faisait, c'était publiquement, même. Comme ça, elle voyait, comme ça, elle va réfléchir à ses actions.
Right. Get Ezekiel 9 and 4, man. But they're going to get judged anyway. The Lord ain't going to, he's not going to read them. They're going to get judged. The Lord's going to have them get judged anyway.
Ici, tous les jugements étaient implémentés là. La plupart des gens que tu vois en train de marcher maintenant, ils seraient déjà exterminés.
Right. Well, it included us. All right, included us if you want to be real. All right, so ultimately, the only reason we would stand or we could stand is because we're serving y'all by Shem. No, but if it was by the technicalities of the law, who shall, if thou shouldst mark iniquity, who should stand? That's what it's saying. Right. All right. But these people, they don't care. The scripture said that they were not ashamed. You know, meaning what? They were doing their wickedness, and they didn't care what they were doing their wickedness. Right? So that's why that judgment is upon them.
Ouais. Isaiah chapitre 1 et 9, si l'Éternel des armées ne nous eût conservé un faible reste, nous serions comme Sodome.
Right.
Nous ressemblerions à Gomorrhe.
Right. So that remnant, that's the elect, les élus. All right. So il a pris les élus et séparé nous, Lord's women, de les autres. All right. But the rest, they're done. They're going to be like Sodom. Or they're going to be done. All right. Because all this wickedness that's increasing, they're partakers in this wickedness. Okay, hold on. Go get what you got.
Ézéchiel 9 et 4. Et le Seigneur lui dit,
Hold on. What do you have?
En Proverbe 11, et verset 22,
Yeah.
un anneau d'or au nez de porc, voilà la femme belle mais stupide.
Ouais, la femme belle est stupide comparée à un anneau d'or trouvé dans un port.
That's right. Let's get to this. Go ahead.
Ézéchiel 9 et 4. Et le Seigneur lui
You know
dit,
what's coming next. I got it. Isaiah 4. Everybody got it. Go ahead.
Ézéchiel 9 et 4, et c'est écrit, et le Seigneur lui dit, passe au milieu de la ville,
Yeah.
traversez au milieu de Jérusalem.
Right. Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. Ça parle de les peuples de Jérusalem. So les Israélites. Okay? Go ahead.
Et fais une marque.
And it's not those people you see walking around with the wigs on and the small hats, man. Those are not the people, man. Those are imposters. You dig? We are the people of God. We are the sons and daughters of Yahweh Shem.
That's right. That's right.
The so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. And it's scattered around the earth. Okay, we are the lost tribes of the house of Israel, man. All right? Go ahead.
Et fais une marque sur les fronts des hommes qui soupirent et s'écrient pour toutes les abominations qui se font en dedans d'elle.
Right. You put a mark. That mark is ça c'est pour signifier les élus. L'heure qui servent Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Right.
Les autres servent pas Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? So that's why I said that's the only reason why we would make it through the judgment. Is because we were serving Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So he gave us a carte blanche. All right? Meaning we're not going to get judged.
That's right.
All right? But these other people, which it speaks about the white stone in Revelations, right? These other people, they're going to get the black stone. Which means what? It's likened unto the king going like this, man. You know, when the king goes like this, that means you're done. That's it. All right? Go ahead.
Et aux autres, il dit, moi, l'attendant, poursuivez-le à travers la ville et frappez, que votre œil n'épargne personne et n'ayez aucune pitié. Tuez entièrement, vieux et jeunes, hommes, vierges et enfants et femmes, mais n'approchez.
You gotta read that nice and slow, brother. See, so all these people are gonna get destroyed. All right? The angels are going to target all these people. Tout ce peuple va être marqué de les anges pour être tués, man. OK? En des différentes manières, man. All right? Pour aller, how do you say, go through hell? Passer en enfer, man. Ça ne veut pas dire au-dessus de terre, ça veut dire sur la planète, man. Sur la planète. Go ahead, man. Read that again. Read that nice and slow.
Ézéchiel 9 et 6, doucement. Tuez entièrement, vieux et jeunes.
Right, so il s'en fout si vous êtes vieux ou jeune, si c'est un bébé, ouais, si c'est un vieil homme, une vieille femme, ok? Il s'en fout, ouais?
Hommes, vierges et enfants
Right, yeah.
et femmes.
Okay, fine, okay? So you women, you're gonna get judged, man. All your whoredoms that you're doing in the planet, you're gonna be judged for that, man. All the adultery, all right, all this wickedness that's going on, these moles, all right, these flamers, these alternative lifestyle people, they're gonna all get judged, man. The Lord is ready to build, he's building it up, man.
That's right.
All right? So guess what? All these people that are with it, they don't speak against it, you're gonna be partakers in that judgment.
That's right.
All right? You're gonna be part now, and I didn't say nothing about I'm not it. Well, you're partakers in it.
That's right.
All right? Because you're not speaking against it. The scripture says, "Cursed be he that holdeth back his sword from blood." Meaning what? You're not speaking against it, man.
Right.
There's laws in our script. See, we didn't need police in the ancient world. We didn't need it for our people. Why? Because everyone was a police. Everyone was the police of their people, man.
That's right.
All right? Meaning what? You see somebody doing wickedness, you should be the first to grab him. Whether it's your friend, whether it's your auntie, all right? You see wickedness happening, you're supposed to be grabbing him.
That's right.
That's in the law, man. All right? Hold on. Okay, you got something to jump in? Go ahead.
Proverbe 17 et 15.
Yo, let me get to English, bro.
Non.
Oh, you guys are friends? All right, man. Go ahead. Oh, bro.
Celui qui absout le coupable et celui qui condamne le juste sont tous deux en abomination à l'éternel.
Go ahead, break it down, brother.
Ouais, celui qui absout le coupable, même si tu laisses le coupable s'échapper, tu le laisses continuer dans son iniquité, et bien tu es une abomination dans le Seigneur, man.
That's right.
Alright? Et qu'est-ce que le Seigneur a dit? Déteste le mal, aime le bien, man. Alright?
That's right.
La crainte du Seigneur, c'est de détester le mal, man. Alright? Tu t'es supposé, comment est-ce que tu prouves ta crainte en Yarabashimyarsha en exécutant ce qu'il te dit d'exécuter. Ok, maintenant on va pas exécuter le même jugement qu'avant, mais yo, si tu peux, prononce-le, man. Dis yo, bro, you're going off right now, man. You know what I'm saying? So,
2 Corinthiens 15 et 12, ils prirent l'engagement de chercher l'Éternel, le pouvoir de leur Père, de tout leur corps et de toute leur âme. Et quiconque ne chercherait pas l'Éternel, le pouvoir d'Israël devrait être mis à mort, petit ou grand, homme ou femme.
That's right.
comme le frère a mentionné, on n'avait pas besoin de police dans ce temps.
That's right.
Ok,
That's
là,
right.
et c'est quoi quelle est la solution finale? C'est ça dans Ecclésiaste 12, man. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't need the police because the police are full of shit. They'll be committing all these crimes and then they'll come and act like they're going to police. That's not how the law works with us, man. The Lord will judge you for that, man. You can't be a hypocrite. You got to be doing it too. All right? So you ain't going to just come grab somebody up, but then you commit murder and then, oh, there's a blue code of silence. What the fuck is that? All right? The scripture says have no respecter of persons, man. Especially with judgment. All right? Ain't no joke whether you're a judge, whether you're a regular, individual, the poor person, right? It's supposed to be the same judgment, okay? But they'll pull up, oh, your speed, you went 10 miles or 15 miles over the speed limit, like they don't go over the speed limit. That's folly, man. Okay, you're trying to get to work, and they're ready to pull you over to give you a ticket when you're on your way to work. Everybody, look in the morning. Everybody driving in the morning is speeding. Every single person, pretty much. If you're not speeding, there's going to be someone riding your back, all right? Because all the people are trying to get to work on time. All right? First of all, why you make the car go up to 200 if you're not allowed to go up to 200? Because these devils want to trap you up, man. Couldn't you they have the electric capability of the cars now. Couldn't they program them to just go up to the maximum? All right, you see how the devil operates? No, because this whole place is full of snares and nets, man.
That's right.
Go ahead, bro.
Deutéronome 13 et 6.
No, you must keep going until the spirit stops. Go.
Deutéronome 13 et 6. Si ton frère, fils de ta mère, ou ton fils, ou ta fille, ou la femme qui repose sur ton sein, ou ton ami que tu aimes comme toi-même, t'incite secrètement en disant, allons et servons d'autres pouvoirs, des pouvoirs que ni toi ni tes pères n'avaient connus, donc les pouvoirs des peuples qui vous entourent, près de toi ou loin de toi, d'une extrémité de la terre ou à l'autre, tu n'y consentiras pas et tu ne l'écouteras pas. Tu ne jetteras pas sur lui, un regard de pitié, tu n'épargneras pas et tu ne le couvriras pas. Mais
Pourquoi? Parce que tu dois aimer ton créateur avant d'aimer tes frères ou sœurs de la chair, même. Tu dois aimer Yahweh Bashem Yahushua avant tes frères de la chair, même. Tes sœurs de la chair, même. Ok?
Famille de la chair.
Ouais, famille de la chair, même. You know what I'm saying? So, si tu les vois, ils sont en train de prosterner à d'autres dieux, ainsi de suite.
mais tu les feras mourir.
Tu les feras mourir, même. Ok?
Right.
Ta main se lèvera la première sur lui.
Yeah, comme le frère avait mentionné plus tôt, tu dois être le premier à exécuter le jugement, man. Ok? T'as pas le temps d'appeler le 911. Non, mais le jugement s'exécute présentement, man.
Right. Yeah. You call them and they're leaving. You know, they're on their way to move. Oh, don't follow them. So how the fuck you gonna catch them? All right, see, that's why your hand is supposed to be first on. That's why when they in the ancient world they had those refuge cities, man. They had to run, bro. The family found them. They gotta be like a horse, you know. They gotta, you know what I'm saying? They gotta be quick. All right, because there's gonna be people behind them, man. With arrows, spears. All right, they're looking because that's why the refuge city was set up, man. All right, so that you say you can't touch him because he's here. We gotta find out now. We're gonna find out what's going on. But if the spirit's not with him, guess what? He might not even have done it. But if the one wanted to jump, he'll trip. All right. This is where we're at now, man. The Lord is making that making it clear, man. Go ahead, bro.
Ta main se lèvera la première sur lui pour le mettre à mort, et la main de tout le peuple ensuite.
Right, but this society, you need police, because this society, ain't nobody following the laws of Yahweh. All right? So you need it in this place, okay? It's not going to be pure chaos, but they're going to take that away too. All right? So when you're going to call 911, it's going to be a busy signal, man. All right? And I wonder what you people are going to do in that thing, man. All right? Now, but in our ancient world that you're going into, the police, the judges were who? The elders of the city, the men of renown. There weren't some people that they were lawyers, which are serpents. Okay, the lawyers ain't righteous. Lawyers don't defend anyone. They know you committed 3 murders. I'll defend you. We ain't gonna in a righteous man wouldn't defend no person. All right. You see what I'm saying? But they'll defend anyone, so they ain't righteous. And then after a certain amount of years, they become a judge. All right. So you got a wicked individual becoming a judge because they know right? We're in all black. Right? Representing the god Saturn. Right? See that? So we're holding the Bible. This is why the Lord said what he said about the wicked holding, why is thou keepest my word in thy mouth? Right? Seeing thou hatest instruction. Right? They don't like the instruction of God. They want to do their own thing. Right? All right? And that's why the Lord is going to bring such a great judgment on them, because they knew the right thing. They read the book. Oh, that's why he said to Lazarus, he said, listen, man, to the rich man, he said, you had the prophets. All right, they have the prophets. He said, no, let me go back. They don't need to. No soul will come from the dead. They ain't going to listen. That's right. They had the prophets.
That favor be shown to the wicked, and the righteousness.
Right. That's it. Matter of fact, get me that. Get me dealing with Lazarus. Get me the account of Lazarus. All right, yeah, you can get that too, brother. All right. So clearly, this is a wicked, evil society. Give me 2 Peter 3:13. All right, now we gotta switch up, bro. All right, we're just gonna go straight into it, bro. We're just gonna go. All praises to Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Oh, Lord,
We're gonna go right into it.
The spirit is moving right now, man. Okay? Yo, you got the charger? You got the charger? 16. This one's there.
Yo, burn both of them. You have the other one too? Mix like one.
You have a charger, though?
I got it. 2 Peter.
Read 2 Peter, so break it down. Break it down.
2 Peter 3 and 18.
Oh, the other one, no. Oh.
Oh, break it down, break it down.
3 and 10, no? 2 Peter 13.
You have,
2 Peter 3 and 13.
no. The other one.
Nevertheless,
You
we,
don't-
according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness.
Yeah, man, we're looking for a new heaven and new earth where there's righteousness. This one is polluted. You know, earlier in French, what we're into, you know, Esau doesn't establish the judgments of the Father, man. You know, he establishes his own laws, which is wicked. All right? You have a judge, you know, if you give him a certain amount of money, you can get started off free, man. That's the type of society that we live in. That's why it's either new earth and a new heaven. And that word new is kainos, which means renewed. All right? Need a refreshed earth, a great reset, man. You know, it's funny how Esau was a great reset, but at the end of the day, you know, Yahweh says he's going to make that great reset, man. You see?
Wherefore, beloved, seeing that ye look for such thing, be diligent that ye may be found of him in peace, without spot and blameless.
Yeah, I mean, we have to be diligent in this work. You know, always occupying in prophecy. You know, reading the scriptures, man. All right? That's how we're going to save our souls. You see?
Exodus 23 and 8. And thou shalt take no gift, for the gift blinded the wise and perverted the word of the righteous.
Yeah, man. We're in the society that these judges, they accept gifts, man. But you're not supposed to do that, man.
Right.
You know? When you do that, you're not doing righteous judgment. You're not biased then.
Right.
You see? Now you're favor to that guy because he gave you more money.
That's right.
All right?
That's what this world's all about. That's what it's under Esau and Edom. That's what this world. Everyone knows this world's about bribery, right? The politicians, they have something called what do you call those things again? Where the lobbyists, all right, which give them money, you know, and they push policies based upon that money that they're getting. So this place is not about judgment or justice or righteousness. It's about wickedness. Ultimately, it's about wickedness and pushing the agenda of the wicked elites.
Even though the evidence is overwhelming, you know, that the guy is innocent, you know, the judge is still going to say, no, man, he's not innocent. You know, they base a jury that they selected. You see? Even though you're on the outside watching, you see, the guy's clearly innocent, man. This is not justice. And the guy's in prison serving a 40-year sentence, even though he was innocent. You know? The guy that's guilty might come out and say, I was the person, you know? But regardless, if you get the good amount of money, they're not gonna, take the guy's word.
It's not even about the money. So the way the system is set up, right? Is that like if you like even if they find out later that you have particular evidence, they gotta go through a particular process, and if they can't go through that process, they'll act like it's not there. So even if you're on death row, they'll do it. All right. So showing you that these devils don't care about justice, their whole system is based upon wickedness.
I found the woman that killed, that was behind the death of Emmett Till. She came out and said that he wasn't the one. And guess what? They still acquitted her, man. She's still alive to this day, but they didn't send her to death.
They didn't even bring her to court. They didn't do nothing. They didn't bring her to court. They didn't bring the dudes who did it to court. And all them lynchings that happened, there's a lot of them people that's still alive, man. All right? A lot of them people still alive walking around, these Edomites. A lot of it is their grandparents. All right? You see what I'm saying to you? And they haven't gotten justice for that yet. All right? But guess what? The Lord is going to give them, we're going to give us that justice. Man. The Lord is going to give us that righteous judgment, man. Because this devil, you got Jake, people marching, looking for the righteous judgment. Listen, how can Satan give you righteous judgment, man? This man is the physical counterpart of Satan on the earth, man. All right? What you got, brother?
This is the book of Job 15 and 34. For the congregation of hypocrites shall be desolate.
And they're complete hypocrites, man. Everything about their society and the way they operate is hypocrisy, man. All right? Esau will be crying about the little mermaid, Why is she black? It's a fucking fictional character, man. And fuck, who'd have asked for her to be black any goddamn way? You should keep her white. Who gives a shit? Keep her like an Edomite. Who gives a shit? These Edomites crying out like, God, what if we would have made Mark? That's a fictional character. But these devils done overpainted all the images of you blacks, you so-called black people, man. They made them white. All right? All the ancient paintings of the knights, okay? Right? King David, the men of the Lord himself. All right? They done made them Edomites. All right? But they're crying about Little Mermaid. See the hypocrisy there? And that's what this devil's whole society is built on, hypocrisy. And all these butthurt, little butthurt, effeminate Edomites. Little Mermaid should be. Shut the fuck up. It's grown people too. It's grown ass people. Who gives a shit, man? Go ahead, man.
Reads on, and fire shall consume the tabernacles of bribery.
Right. All right. Let's get some on hypocrites. What you got some on hypocrites?
That's the book of Job, chapter 20, and verse 5.
Yeah.
That the triumphing of the wicked is short,
Yeah.
and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment.
Right. The joy of these hypocrites are about to come to an end, man. The Lord is about to visit these Edomites and make sure that their hypocrisy is brought down with them. All right. Go ahead.
Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds,
Yeah.
yet shall he perish forever, like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he?
That's it. They which see him shall say, where is he, man? And there's not going to be any hypocrisy in our kingdom. Right. In our kingdom, what we're telling you to do is something that we do. All right? What we tell you to do is that's righteous judgment all around the board, man. Okay? You see that? Go
This
ahead.
is Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 15. Ye shall do no unrighteousness in judgment.
That's right.
Thou shalt not respect the person of the poor, nor honor the person of the mighty.
That's it.
But
Because
in-
you might have someone that comes in and they get a way less. They don't even go to jail because they might be a celebrity or they might be an Edomite politician. They don't even go to jail. But then a poor person might do it, and because they can't afford a lawyer, all right? Nah. You got to go through the system. They get 10 years. This is how this devil operates with his system. All right, go ahead.
But in righteousness
Yep.
shalt thou judge thy neighbor.
Right, in righteousness. See, they don't judge in righteousness. All right, go ahead. Sit on that. Go ahead, bro.
Proverbs 17 and 23. A wicked man taketh a gift out of the bosom
Right.
to pervert the ways of judgment.
Right, and you got these different people. They'll pay certain people off, right, to pervert their judgment, and those wicked people will accept it because the scripture says what? That a gift destroyeth the heart. Yo, buddy, back off. Go ahead, man. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
That's it.
Sit on that. What you got, bro? Bring it up.
This is Psalms 73 and verse 3. For I was envious of the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. For there are no beds in their death, but their strength is firm. They are not in trouble as other men.
Right, these Edomites are not in trouble like other men. All right, these Edomites, but especially these elites. Okay? But even if a so-called black man does a particular crime, an Edomite can do the same crime, which that happens all the time, and they'll get a way lesser sentence. All right, might get probation. And there's certain time where Edomite men actually rape certain women in the whatever, and they didn't even give him time.
That's right.
He said, no, he's not fit for jail. So that's showing you that that they're not in trouble like other men. All right? But if a Jake were to do that, they would throw him underneath the jail. You see what I'm saying? So this is why the devil has to be taken up, man. What you got, bro?
No, hold on. The Epstein Island, what they did to R. Kelly.
Right.
Two different standards.
Right. All of a sudden, Epstein Island, he's dead, right? He just committed, somehow, they always commit suicide. Well, I shouldn't say that. They always take themselves out, right, in the jail. Somehow they get to do that, right? See, the Weinstein, he's still walking around, okay? See that? They don't get persecuted, and they do that on a high level constantly. They got all kind of babies they kidnap and do all kind of rituals to and whatnot, right? And obviously they don't speak about it, but this is what they do, okay? Go ahead.
Psalm 73 verse 5. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men.
Right.
Therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain. Violence covereth them as a garment. Their eyes fasting that with fatness, they have more that the heart could wish.
Well, that's it, all right? Because that's why their pride is growing in them, because they haven't been judged for what they've done yet. But they don't understand the Lord is getting ready to judge them as a people. Not just one Edomite. Oh, there's Esau and the bad Edomites. All Edomites are bad, man. Every last one of them. And all of them are going to get judged as a nation, as a race of people. Get me Malachi 1 and 4 in the blue letter, but go read it in the NLT. All right? Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 14 and 21. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
Right, so the wickedness, children are going to get judged for the wickedness of their fathers, man. All right, that's why they don't like to hear about the wickedness of their fathers, because they get cut. That's why you got a term called white guilt and all this stuff. You don't have to feel guilty. All right, you are guilty. All right, and you're going to get judged for it anyway. So just go and live your life, man. Just go and live your life how you want to live it. All right, got another one? All right, go ahead, Kaya.
Malachi 1 and verse 4 in the NLT, and it reads, Esau's descendants and Edom may say.
No, go up. We're going to go all the way to
one cut. Malachi 1 and verse 1 in the NLT. This is the message that the Lord gave to Israel through the prophet Malachi.
Yeah.
I have always loved you, said the Lord, and you resort, really, how have you loved us? And the Lord replied.
Why? Because Jake is in the lowest state. They've always, since King Solomon went down, Jake has been going into captivity after captivity after captivity. Man. All right, pretty much like after Rehoboam. All right, it's been captivity after captivity. So he's like, how have you loved us when you've been going into slavery under these different nations for so much time? All right, go ahead.
And the Lord replies, this is how I showed my love for you. I have loved your ancestor Jacob, but I rejected his brother Esau.
Right, so the reason we're going to get the kingdom and we're going to be over these other nations is because of the promise he gave to our forefathers. Man. All right? His promises cannot be disannulled. There was other covenants that was made. Some covenants was made to the whole planet Earth, like the rainbow. That was made to the whole planet Earth to say he's not going to flood it with water. All right? But the certain covenants, like the kingdom of heaven, right, eternal life, that was given to us, man. Eternal rulership, that was given to us. That wasn't given to these other nations, man. All right? Go ahead.
But I rejected his brother Esau,
right,
and devastated his hill country. I turned Esau's inheritance into a desert for chattels.
Oh, right. That's speaking about the land of Edom. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 4. Esau's descendants in Edom may say.
Esau's descendants in Edom. So it's not just dealing with the man Esau, it's dealing with also his descendants. So it's dealing with the race of the Edomites. Okay, go ahead.
May say, we have been shattered, but we will rebuild the ruins. But the Lord of heaven's armies replies, they may try to rebuild, but I will demolish them again.
And they have rebuilt after what? The Renaissance period. Okay, that's why you see all these buildings up. This is the building structure of the Edomites. Okay, they came back into power. That's why the structure of Washington, D.C., the parliament, is all built like ancient Rome. And what was ancient Rome built like? Ancient Edom, all right? The Petra. Okay, look it up. It's gonna be side by side. You can find it on Google, all right? Because these are the Edomites coming back into power. Go ahead.
But the Lord of heaven's armies replies, they may try to rebuild, but I will demolish them again.
That's right.
Their country will be known as the land of wickedness.
Right, because those are the wicked. All right, there's a people known as the wicked. There's wicked people amongst all nations, but there's a particular race of people known as the wicked that the Lord has set up in power. Give me Job 9 and 24.
It's the book of Job, chapter 9 and 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Give me that. Okay, yeah, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. You see these people? These are the rulers of the earth. The Rothschilds, the Coupons, the Gettys. All right, these are some of the rulers of the earth.
Right.
Okay, and they're working nothing but wickedness. All right, they deal with a child sacrifice, all kind of wickedness. All right, now, and they rob other countries. The reason why your country is a third world country is because these guys, the bankers. All right, go ahead.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is it?
Right, and the judges are speaking about our people who were ruling in Europe for 1,000 years whatever, they covered the faces by iconoclasm, destroying the actual pictures and whitewashing. That's where you get the term whitewash. But anyways, go back. Okay, go bring that
This
over.
is Psalm 74, Psalm 73 and 12. Behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world.
These are the ungodly who prosper in the world. These are the banking families, man. All right, they really prosper in the earth, and all. That's why every other nation is really known as a second or third world country. Every other nation, except for the Edomite nations, the nations that are part of what? The European Union and NATO. Okay, European Union and NATO. Those are full of those what you would call first world countries.
That's right.
All right, because Esau done took every other country. All right, go ahead.
They increase in riches.
Yeah, they increase in riches. All right. Now hold on. Continue on that.
Now continue on Malachi 1 and 4. Their country will be known as the land of wickedness.
Right.
And their people will be called the people with whom the Lord is forever angry.
The people whom the Lord is forever angry. Showing you is speaking about a particular people. Okay. So now we just read that in Job 9 and 24, the earth or the world was given into the hands of the wicked.
Right.
Okay. So now you got to figure out who is the wicked and what is their name. It said that it said Edom, right? Now get me Isaiah 63. Get me Isaiah 63.
This
Okay,
is that-
verse 1.
Isaiah 63 and verse 1. And it reads, Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength.
Right, so the Lord, that's speaking of the Lord. He's going to come back, and when he comes back, he's coming for Esau, Edom. All right, so he's coming to Edom. Go ahead.
I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. Wherefore art thou red in that apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat.
Yeah.
I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me.
Right.
I will tread them in my anger, and trample them in my fury.
And that's speaking about the Edomites. That's why he mentioned Esau, Edom. Now get Obadiah and read that. I'll finish that off real quick.
Come, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain on my raiment. For the day of vengeance is in mine heart, and the year of my redeemed is come.
And the year of my redeem has come. So he's coming to redeem his elect and destroy the wicked and take his people out of captivity. Go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 34 verse 5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold,
Now the sword, when it said it shall be bathed in heaven, the Bible is written in code, okay? And you have to be a spiritual person, and the Lord has opened his mind to understand it. The sword of the Lord is speaking about the nuclear missiles, okay? And that's going to be bathed in heaven, meaning it's going to go into the outer atmosphere and come back down on earth on the target. Go ahead.
for my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea.
Now, Idumea is another way of saying the Edomites, or the Edom, all right? Idumea and Edom is interchangeable, okay? Go ahead, finish that off.
And upon the people of my curse to judgment.
So the Edomites are the people of the Lord's curse, man. All right. So now we found out who the Edomites are. See what I'm saying to you? Esau had a particular characteristic. All right. Well, give me Genesis 25.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 25, and verse 29. And Jacob saw Potish. Genesis 25 and verse 25. And the first came out red.
There. Okay, never mind. Go ahead.
And the verse 24, and when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red, all over like a hairy garment.
First came out red all over, meaning his skin color was red. That's what it is. It's not right saying his skin color was red. All right. When you look at these Edomites, these so-called white people, right? They're the only nation, right, who does not have that melanin, right? So they're completely, basically they're see-through. All right. You can see the blood through their skin. That's why they have that red hue. All right. That's why. You wonder why they look like that? That's because the Lord has given them that as a mark, all right, of who the wicked is. Read that again.
And the first came out red, all over like a hairy garment.
And there's a reason why they describe how Esau came out red. Because all the other nations had what? Brown skin.
Right.
They had brown. They were melanin. All right? Go ahead.
And they all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau.
Right. And Esau is Aisha, which means wasted away his heat. Go ahead.
This is Genesis 36 and 8. Thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir. Esau is Edom.
Right? That's right. Esau is Edom. Okay, but now we can read after when it speaks about his brother came out.
Just as Genesis 25 and 26. And after that came his brother out.
Right.
And his hand took hold on Esau's heel.
Right.
And his name was called Jacob.
Right.
And Isaac was 80 years old when...
Why didn't it describe Jacob? Why did it say Esau was red, but then it didn't describe Jacob? Because Jacob looked normal. All right? Jacob had that brown skin. All right? That's what it means. So that's an identifier of who the Edomites are. Okay? That's one of the identifiers. All right? We went through another one showing you the earth was given into the hands of the wicked. All right? What you got, bro?
Genesis 4 and 15. And the Lord said unto him, therefore, whosoever slay Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. And the Lord set a mark upon Cain.
Right, and that's through the Spirit. That mark is the same mark he set upon Edom, all right, which was that pale flesh, all right, the lack of melanin, okay? But anyways, go ahead.
It's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, and verse 7. Then Ashariah said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth?
Right, so when is going to be the kingdom of heaven? Go ahead.
And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of her, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world.
Esau is the end of the world. Now get me the statue. Get me the statue. All right, Esau is the end of the world. All right, so clearly we're at the end of the world.
Right.
So clearly Esau is in rulership now. Right. Because one of the blessings of Esau was to get the rulership of the entire earth. Right? The fatness of the earth, the dew of heaven. Right. That's representative of him getting the entire planet in his rulership. There's only really two nations that was going to get the entire planet in rulership. It was us and the Edomites. Right. The Israelites and the Edomites, man. All right, right now it's the Edomites' rulership. Read that again, no? Read that again. You see, when you break down prophecy, it's clear.
It's clear, man.
All right, that's why they don't want to put us out on the TV, man. But they can't stop the truth, man. Go ahead.
Right. For Esau is the end of the world.
Right.
And Jacob is the beginning of it that follows.
So this is the end of the world. This is that rulership of the Edomites, okay, which were known as the red people. All right. Why were they red? Because they were translucent. The blood shows forth through their skin.
That's right.
You got people in down south, they call them what? Rednecks. Why are they rednecks? Because their neck turns red. It's not really rocket science. Okay? They're red.
That's right.
All right? Look at these Edomites. I'm looking at this guy right here. He's red.
That's right.
Go ahead.
This is the...
You got it? No. This is... Who got Daniel's statue? Go ahead.
Daniel 2 and verse 40.
All his face was red.
And the fourth kingdom shall be strong as iron. For as much as iron breaketh in pieces and subdueth all things, and as iron that breaketh.
Now the iron part of the statue is the Roman Empire. Everyone knows that. Scholars know that. Everyone knows that. And we know more than the scholars, by the way. All right? That's why we check up to see if they're saying the right thing. Because the Spirit of the Lord is dealing with them. Right? The Spirit of the Lord is dealing with us. All right? Starting with our apostles and elders.
That's right.
Okay? So the iron part of the statue is the Roman Empire. Go ahead.
And as iron that breaketh all these, shall it break in pieces and bruise. And whereas thy sawest the feet and toes, part of potter's clay and part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided.
Now this is where we're at now. Okay, this is the revival. Get me that with a beast, deadly wound. All right, this is the revival of the Roman Empire. All right, see what I'm saying? The New Age Roman Empire. Okay, go ahead. There's a relevant scripture, you can bring it out once. Okay. Go ahead.
This is the book of Revelation chapter 13 and verse 3. And I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed.
Now one of those heads was what? The Roman Empire. You had 7 heads, right? You had the Franks, the Germania Major, Germania Minor, what was that? The Spanish, the Britain, the Romans, and the Greeks. So one of the heads was Rome. All right, so that was wounded unto death, but then it was healed. Meaning we took them down, going back to the time of Nerva, around 67 AD. Well, it's a little bit after that, actually. After that, like 100 AD. All right, we came into power, and that was the beginning of what they called the Dark Ages, or the Byzantine Empire. All right, where Israelites were ruling all throughout Europe. That's why you go throughout Europe, you have all those dark images, man.
That's right,
They're
that's
all
right.
them so-called black images with afros, man.
Bring it out.
Right? Why did they have afros on their head? Were they just did it's because they were so-called black people ruling. All right? And then now you might see like little lines within the afros. That's these Edomites trying to distort the truth again. Okay? But anyways, go ahead.
And all the world wondered after the beast.
All right?
Right to Daniel 2 and verse 41.
So that's what it means when it speaks about the toes, partly strong, partly weak. That's the Roman Empire being revived. That's NATO and the EU today. All right, that's the revival of the Roman Empire. Part of them are weak and part of them are strong. Right? Like you have the Pigs nations, which are all Edomite nations, but they're the weak part. Right? Like the Portugal, Italy, Greece, right? Ireland, all right, and Spain. All right, those are the weak parts of the European Union, right? Which is the clay part of the toes. Go ahead, keep going.
But there shall be in it of the strength of iron, for as much as thou sawest the iron mixed with the miry clay. And as the toes of the feet were part of iron and part of clay, so the kingdom shall be partly strong and partly broken. And whereas thou sawest iron mixed with miry clay, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men, and they shall not cleave one to another, even as iron is not mixed with clay. And in the days of these kings shall the power of heaven set up a kingdom, which shall never
You got all
be.
these other nations within those Edomite nations. All the nations they flock with because Esau is the first world country. All right, so you got all kind of nations and different cultures. But Esau doesn't have a culture. He takes from other people's culture. All right, so you got all the nations amongst them. All right, so of course some people, their mindset is not really about the nation because everyone's in the nation, so to speak. Go ahead.
And in the days of these kings shall the power of heaven set up a kingdom, which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people.
That's Yahweh's kingdom, man. That's the kingdom of Israel. All right, that's our kingdom. Okay, that's what that's going to be. The kingdom that's never going to be destroyed, man. All right, go ahead.
But it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever.
Some good music. Go ahead. Read that again.
Which shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and shall stand forever.
That's it. So our kingdom is going to stand forever. All right? Under our Lord Yahweh Shai, it's going to stand forever. Okay? Because guess what? The Spirit of the Heavenly Father is going to be amongst our people, man. And they're never going to be able to take us down. Give me that with the child shall play with the snake and the lead the lion. Go ahead, bro.
Daniel 7 and verse 18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom,
Right.
and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever.
And the saints are who? The Israelites. So you can't tie that to any other nation. Matter of fact, before we get that, give me that Psalm 148.
Psalms 148 and verse 14. He exalted the horn of his people, the praise of all his saints,
Yep.
even of the children of Israel, a people near unto him. Praise ye the Lord.
So that's the saints. The Israelites are the saints. Okay? So you can't tie any other nation with that. All right? This book is not all inclusive, man. The covenant is not all inclusive. All right? The Lord made a covenant with one people, and that was the Israelites. All right?
Isaiah chapter 11 and verse 6. The wolf also shall dwell with the lamb, and the leopard shall lie down with the kid, and the calf and the young lion and the fatling together, and a little child shall lead them.
See, that's going to be our children, right? The Israelite children. Edomite can't leave the lion. If the Edomite try to leave the lion's going to bite him, man. Going to kill him, man. All right? Because you eat them, but plus they're going to be super cursed, man. You're going to have bees just stinging them for no reason. They're going to be extremely cursed, man. All right? Go ahead and read that again. Read that last part.
And the calf and the young lion
Right.
and the fatling together,
Yeah.
and a little child shall lead them.
That's a little Israelite child is going to lead you, man. That's not every nation. All right? That's the sons that come from the seed of Israel. All right? And you have to come from the seed to be an Israelite. Right? Just because your mother's an Israelite, that doesn't make you an Israelite. Your father has to be an Israelite. All right? So all Israelite children are going to have that blessing. They're going to be like super children. Super children, we're going to have super men and super women, man. All right? The Spirit of the Lord is going to be with us, man. All right? Give me that. The Spirit of the Lord shall give me Revelation 21. Go ahead.
Verse 7, the cow and the bear shall feed. Their young ones shall lie down together.
Right.
And the lion shall eat straw like the ox. And the suckling child shall play on the hole of an asp. And the weaned child shall put his hand on the cockatrice's den.
Yeah. So you can just let our children roam free and play with animals, lions and around elephants as babies, and know that the Lord, nothing's going to happen to them. That's how deep the Spirit is going to be with our people. See, our people don't get the blessing that's coming to them, man. Right? But a lot of our people are going to have to die off right now. All right? Because the Lord is, they're not following after the Lord. They're following after their own ways. You know? Go ahead.
Verse 9, they shall not hurt nor destroy in all my holy mountain, for the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the Lord as the waters cover the sea.
Woo! That's it. You got Revelation? Bring it up.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 21, and verse 3. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of Yahweh, where Yahweh Shai is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and the Most High himself shall be with them and be their power.
That's right. So the Lord is going to be dwelling with us, man. So none of these Edomites and none of these other nations are going to be able to come up against us, man. And guess what? All of our people are going to be perfect. Hebrews the 8th chapter, man. All right? So these Edomites, they can play games now. They can talk smack now. These other nations, all right? These women, all right? But guess what? That kingdom, well, the men are going to be in leadership, by the way. All right? All right? But our women are going to be good, too. Our women are going to be good, too. All right? Because they're going to be taken care of, man. We're going to be on such a high level that our women ain't going to do nothing. All they're going to do is direct slaves, man. All right? Carrying and shit like that. Okay, they're going to have maid servants, women carrying their hair. Their hair's going to be so long. You know the end up's going to overdo it. All right? Hair's going to be so long. They'll have servants carrying it. They're going to have these precious jewels on, sapphire, so on. See, Esau don't live right. And they don't look right with jewelry on anyway, man. All right? But Esau doesn't do it right. You got these Edomites walking around, and they don't have nothing. You know, this look like regular Edomites. You know? Gap. Louis Vuitton, whatever, man. It's all garbage, man. All right, but we're gonna have all of the clothing is gonna be, we're gonna know where it comes from. It's gonna be all one material. It's gonna be the purest material. Yeah. All right, silk, linen. Go ahead, bro. Who's reading?
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 8 and verse 6. But now hath he obtained a more excellent ministry, by how much also he is the mediator of a better covenant,
right,
which was established upon better promises.
That's it. That's it.
For if that first covenant had been faultless, then should no place have been sought for the second.
And what was the first covenant? When we came out of Egypt, the Lord gave us law, statutes, and commandments, man. The first covenant which our people broke, man. And that's why the Lord put us into captivity in the first place, man. You see what I'm saying? But he's going to set up a new covenant. After Yahweh Shai died, it was a sacrifice for us. It wasn't a sacrifice for the whole mankind. No, it wasn't a sacrifice for mankind. All right? Get me Matthew 1 and 21. All right? And get me Matthew 15 and 24 after that. All right? He wasn't a sacrifice for all mankind. He was a sacrifice for us, man. For the Israelites, man. The ones that fell away. Bring it out.
Isaiah 45, verse 17.
And you're Latino, brother? Are you Latino? You are? You're Latino? What country are you from?
Brazil.
Brazil? You're an Israelite, brother. Okay? It's time for our people to wake up, man. You're an Israelite from the tribe of Asher. Okay? Asher means happy. You're a son of God, man. All right? All right? Say what?
I'm a believer.
You're a believer? Well, that's good. Well, you got to believe. That's good. That's your believer in the Bible. But you got to believe in the true power, the true way the Bible is supposed to be believed on. Okay? Meaning, you know how the Lord looks? It's described in the Bible. You know how the Lord looks? How does he look? Describe it. Describe it. It's described in Revelation. Yeah. Go ahead. If you don't know, there's no shame in not knowing, because we didn't know it. What do you think it is?
What is light?
He's light? Like white, tan?
Yeah.
White, oh, he's white like snow? Okay. Well, let's get Revelations 1. We're going to show you how that's incorrect. It is mentioned white like snow, but it's not speaking about his skin color. Go ahead.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 1 And verse
See,
13.
because a lot of our people, they got that whole Jesus Cristo said Blanco in their brain. Because the conquistadors have beat it into your brain. Go ahead.
Revelation 1 and 13. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with the garment down to the foot, and girded about the paps with the golden girdle.
Yep.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
So his hair was white. His hairs on his head were white like wool. Right? So they were white in color and woolly in texture. Now, let me ask you this. Is this guy's hair white? I'm just answering the question.
This is not how Christ should live.
Okay, let's say we take off all these things, right? Most people think that this is Christ, right? They think that this is the anointing, right? Right? So, am I wrong or am I right? Is this not in the churches?
Yeah, but we know that a lot of
People don't know. I've been doing this for
people cannot divide correct.
most people do think, I'm telling you, most people believe this is actually him. They see this, oh, that's Jesus, right? They say, oh, why do you have horns on Jesus? This is not Jesus. Okay, he doesn't look like this. All right? So now, let's look at this. This revelation describing the Lord. His hair is not white. Okay? His hair is long and it's brown. Okay? And it's not woolly. Right? Now, woolly, when you go into the dictionary, right, certain old dictionaries, it says the hair texture, the coiled, curly, tight hair of Negroes. So, hold on now. So that means that when you look at a sheep's wool, right, that looks like an afro. Okay? That's how the Lord's hair looks. Okay? Now keep going.
It reads on, his head and his hairs were white like wool,
Yep.
as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Right, because the scripture said his eyes will be red with wine. Right?
And his feet like unto fine brass. As
Now,
if-
his feet, what color is brass? In the Spanish Bible, I believe it says bronze. What color is bronze?
Red.
It's what?
Red.
No, it's not. Bronze is not red. Well, you can say it has reddish undertones. You can say it has reddish undertones, but it's brown. Okay, it's brown. Okay, this is how bronze would look. When you get a bronze medal, this is how a bronze medal looks. All right? You see what I'm saying? Now, the devil switched it up around. He said, no, it's not this. This is cursed. Right? And then this is good. This is how it looks. Right? So now we're telling you the real way. Now, this is what brass looks like. It said his feet was this color. So if your feet is that color, what color is the rest of your body? The same color, right? If you want to see about his arms, go ahead. You read. It says, and it's, all right, man. So, hey, man, I'm just saying, man, it's a warning, bro. It's a warning. The Lord is coming back to judge, man. So he said, those that serve me in sincerity and in truth. So we're breaking down the lies and showing you the truth. So it's up to you to learn. Oh yeah. You're right about that, bro. You're right about that, bro. All right, Shalom.
and
You're
his
right about
feet
that. Go ahead.
like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace.
So he was a very dark-skinned man. All right. You see how people a lot of them people don't like to hear that, man. All right. But guess what? All that stuff, that mindset that this world has right now, is going to be switched right side up. Right? Because Esau done turned everything upside down, man. Right? How could a skin color that can't go in the sun, how could that be superior? You can't go in the sun, you got to wear damn sunscreen, man. You don't got to wear sunscreen because the Lord blessed us with melanin, man. All right? Well, now that's bad. But then you got Jake bleaching their skin, and then they get skin cancer and they wonder why. All right? Give me what it speaks about the arms real quick.
The book of Daniel, chapter 10 and 6.
And you can see it made him uncomfortable. You can see it made him uncomfortable. Because to him, he's light. What was that? He was an evil. Maybe he might have had a tan. See, Jake needs to get out of that. That's why, listen, man. If the spirit keeps getting on me, I'm going to start getting on the Latin tribes harder, man. All right? Go ahead.
His body also was like the beryl, and his face as the appearance of lightning.
Right.
And his eyes as lamps of fire, and his arms and his feet like in color to polished brass.
So he's a so-called black man. All right? The one you ignorantly call Jesus Christ is a so-called black man. All right? He doesn't look like Cesare Borgia or what's his name? David Borgia. All right? He's a so-called black man. All right? With white woolly hair. And he's coming back with anger. All right? To bring vengeance and to deliver his people, man. You see what I'm saying? Got something, bro? No? No? What you got, bro?
It says, and the voice of his words like the voice of a multitude,
All right, so we can get back to where we were at. If you got something real quick, bring it out.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 42 and verse 13.
Yeah.
The Lord shall go forth as a mighty man.
Right.
He shall stir up jealousy like a man of war.
The Lord is coming back with anger, great anger. You see what I'm saying? He's coming back to destroy the wicked and set up his people in power. Right? Now, who is the wicked? That's the big question, which we explained it before. The wicked are the Edomites. Okay? Now, the Edomites are in power right now. All right? So the Lord is coming to take them down and set us up in power. That's right. All right? What you got?
He shall cry, yea, roar. He shall prevail against his enemies.
That's right.
I have long time holding my peace. I have been still and refrained myself. Now will I cry like a travailing woman.
Yeah.
I will destroy and devour at once.
Yeah, the Lord is coming to destroy the majority of these people, man. All right? I mean, our people are included in that. Okay? Because he's only delivering the remnant, the chosen amongst our people, man. The rest of them, and you Israelites, you so-called Latino, some place that said Blanco, all right? You N-dubs, all right? Right? You so-called black people, you so-called Native American people that don't get with the program, you're going to be destroyed, man. All right? The Lord is only dealing with the chosen amongst our people, man. Okay? And the rest of these nations, they have no chance in hell anyway. The Lord is not dealing with them anyway. Okay? But at least you have a chance. If you're of the elect, you're going to make it. Okay? That's the bottom line. All right? What's that?
This is the book of Amos 9 and 10. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us.
Jeremiah 5 and 25. All right, right. Go ahead.
The evil shall not overtake nor prevent us.
Right, because a lot of them think that they're just going to continue on like this forever. No, the Lord is angry, man. And he's coming back to destroy. All right, and before he even comes back, he's going to bring destruction on this place. Before he even comes back, he's going to send famine and death upon this place on a high level. We're in the time of the black horse, man. After the black horse is what? It's the pale horse, man, which is death. All right? Hold on. Let's hold that. Get this.
Jeremiah chapter 6 and verse 25. For your iniquities have turned away these things, and your sins have withholden good things from you.
Right.
For among my people are found wicked men. They lay wait as he that setteth snares. They set a trap, they catch men.
Right, so amongst Israelites, right, the chosen people, there's wicked people amongst them, right? All right? And that's why we're constantly getting on our people about being wicked and things like that, man. Jake, you look at Jake, Jake is extremely wicked, man. Okay? Jake will sell out his own brother for the devil. All right? Jake will murder, rob, do whatever, man. Or fraud, scheme. See, and they've been doing that. Even before Esau came on the scene, Jake was doing that. All right? So guess what? Those ones are going to have to be purged out. And the elect, the chosen amongst our people, are going to be delivered. Okay? But the rest of them, they're going to have to die with the rest of these heathens, these other nations. Okay? Go ahead.
As a cage is full of birds, so are their houses full of deceit.
Right.
Therefore, they are become great and waxen rich.
Give me John 8 and 44 real quick. Right? Because the Lord called them, basically, he said, you're like the Romans. You're like these damn so-called white people. All right? That's what the Lord said to them, man. You're an Uncle Tom and you love these so-called white. That's what the Lord said. Going back in the book of John, man. Read that. John 8
and verse 44.
Because it's well known, when you go to scholars know that Romans were Edomites. Okay? The Greeks were Edomites too. The Greeks, the Romans, those were all Edomite nations. Okay? And the ones that are ruling now, these are Edomites. Go ahead.
John 8 and verse 44. Ye are of your father the devil.
Right.
And the lust of your father will ye do.
He will do.
He will do. Salakia. He was a murderer from the beginning.
And he's speaking to the Israelites. He's saying, listen, you're of your father the devil. And then what did he go to? He went to Cain. He was a murderer from the beginning. Because the spirit of Cain came back into Esau, Edom. Right. Go ahead.
And he was a murderer from the beginning. And abode not in the truth. Because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own. Yep. He is a liar and the father of it.
Right. See, so Esau, he's created the lie. It says that the wicked was estranged from the womb. All right? They go astray as soon as they be born speaking lies. So Esau can't help himself. All right? He does what he needs to do, man. You know, he does what he needs to do. And that's why vocab, he can't accept the truth. And even when he hears the truth, what does he do? He tries to overflood you with lies. He just keeps talking. The other apostle Reinbach said, he just keeps talking keeps talking until he gets you to agree with him. Even though he knows what you're saying is true. That's the characteristics of Amalek specifically. Because Amalek is the biggest devil on the earth. Okay? Go ahead,
This is
brother.
the book of Proverbs 12 and 19. The lip of truth shall be established forever, but a lying tongue is but for a moment.
Right. That's why these devils can't rule. Because they rule with lies and deceit. Alright? Alright, go ahead. You got some? You got some more hands? Yep, bring that up. Oh, you got some else first? Yeah. Got it? What you got? You got some? You lying tongue? No? Okay, go ahead, bring that up.
I'm starting one. This is Jeremiah 15 and verse 1. Then said the Lord unto me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, yet my mind could not be towards this people. Cast them out of my sight and let them go forth. And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith the Lord, such as are for death, to death, such as are for the sword, to the sword, and such as are for the famine, to the famine, and such as are for the captivity, to the captivity. And I will appoint over them four kinds, saith the Lord, the sword to slay, the dogs to tear, and the fowls of heaven, and the beasts of the earth to devour and to destroy.
Right, so when he said in Ezekiel 9 and 4, both have no pity, Ezekiel 9 and 5, the angels is going to destroy them in those different ways. Right. All right, those different ways. You got all these different things. And my brother sent me a video of a damn thing. The brother said it could have been a timber. I mean, that thing was huge. I don't even know if that was a wolf, man. That shit looked like a saber-toothed tiger. It was so big, man. All right? But it had a black coat. Bob was barking at it and calling Bob to come back. I mean, the thing was like almost the size of that minivan, man. All right? That's how big it was, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was huge, bro. And it was running, with speed. Like, come on, bro. You understand? So there's all kind of things, as the scripture says, creatures newly created. Bring it out.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 11, and verse 18. Or unknown wild beasts, full of rage, newly created, breathing out either a fiery vapor or filthy scents of scattered smoke, or shooting horrible sparkles out of their eyes.
Like, we didn't see nothing yet, man. All right? Imagine you see a creature got his eyes blowing up and then a laser comes out of his eyes. So we didn't see anything yet, man. Right? Or it smells so bad, it'll make you start dying. Your organs start to shut down. It's so terrible. Okay? So the Lord has all kind of things prepared, man. And also Esau, he's been doing his experiments, splicing seeds. You got a half wolf, half a frog running around. Because this man's a mad scientist. All right? So there's all kind of judgments prepared for these people that the Lord is just waiting for the right time to unleash. Go ahead.
This is Luke 21 and 26. Men's hearts failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. For the powers of heaven shall be shaken.
Right, they're going to start coming on the earth, and they might not come at once, right? And come in piecemeal, and then before you know it, you're surrounded by trouble, man. Go ahead.
Ecclesiasticus 39, verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance.
Right, that's right. And that's right. These angels, they put the spirit on these different creatures and people to do to commit murder, kill people, whatever the case may be. All right. So these things happen. Like that guy. There was an account where the guy chopped off the head of his wife or whatever in that neighborhood. Well, that was the spirit. The spirit was on him. The Most High put a particular spirit on him to do that. Okay. And there's more people like that walking around that are just waiting. They actually lust for blood, and they're just waiting to be unleashed. Okay. So when society breaks down and they say, oh, the police are not answering any calls right now, then that's when these people are going to be humbled, man. Right? They're going to be scared, right? These women, they're going to be scared. They're going to get humbled, all right? They're going to be looking for a man of the Lord to, oh, please help me, all right? And we're going to give them food, all right? Go ahead.
Which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them.
That's it. That's it. Appease the wrath of him. Because that appeases the Lord's wrath. What is What is this judgment that's happening? That's about to happen in the mirror? That's going to appease the Lord's wrath. It said he has a sacrifice in Basra. What's that for? That's to appease his wrath.
That's right.
Right, all the people getting burnt up, and 300 million people, he's in there. That's the guy there's the Lord, man. You know?
That's it.
Right. All right? See what I'm saying? I almost said to one Yahweh Shemel Shah, but he's going to say that to himself. He's going to be like that. It is done. What you got, bro?
Leviticus 26 and 22. I will also send wild beasts among you, which shall rob you of your children, and destroy your cattle, and make you few in number, and your highways shall be desolate.
And there's many instances where the Lord did that. Like when those heathens came into the land and became kings, right? He sent lions amongst them, right? All right, so it's easy for the Lord to just have animals migrate. Whoa, hold on. In Brazil, they got all them crocodiles or alligators. I'm not sure if it was crocodiles or alligators that are all on the coast. There has to be thousands of them. You see? So they just migrated. I've never seen alligators migrate before, man. Okay? But you see, that's the Lord bringing that to pass, man, because he's preparing different judgments.
That's right.
These are dominoes. See, these people don't see the domino effects, man. Before they know it, they're not going to have any food in the grocery store. Before they know it, man. You see what I'm saying? There's going to be martial law. You know? And everything that was a funny, because everything's a joke to these people. Everything is a TikTok moment. Everything's a pull out the camera. You know? You see what I'm saying? I remember there was one video where this guy pulled out the camera doing a selfie. And you know what was behind him in the grass? A leopard. A leopard, man. Okay? The next picture you seen of the dude, it was just his spine left, man. The rest of the body was gone, man. All right? So that's the Lord setting that up, man. So you people think everything's a damn TikTok moment, man. All right?
That's what's gonna happen when Esau brings the lockdowns, because there's lockdowns, the animals are gonna see, there's not people walking around, so they're gonna come migrate in the cities. And what's gonna happen? People are gonna get ravished by these beasts, right? Especially these zoos. You know, you have the animals there, you know, kept up in a cage.
Oh yeah.
You know what's gonna happen when people's cages are let loose?
You might just put a spirit on somebody to open them the cages. All right? Or you might just have an angel do it. Or you have an angel just come down and pop, 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 pop. All right? That's all. You see, just for what? The purpose of judgment, man. Okay? But like you said, they migrate. I got you, brother. Like they said, they migrate right around. But the thing is this, also the fires too cause them to move out of their place. All right? And all them fires that's been happening, what's been happening to those animals? They've been migrating. Okay? So the Lord is preparing judgment on every side. Get me that Amos 5. Okay? Go ahead. You're Amos? Read it off.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 3 and verse 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord hath not done it?
Right, you got these people that think the Lord doesn't do the evil. The Lord controls both sides. He destroys, when I say evil, he destroys people. Okay, he kills people, he puts people to death, he brings earthquakes. All right, he puts the spirit on certain people to be serial killers. Okay, he does that. All right, because he controls Satan and he controls the righteous angels on the right hand side. See, they don't understand that. Okay? Go ahead. But hold on, get Amos 5 first. This is the book. You can read that, Sister Mary.
This is Psalm 78 and verse 49. He cast upon them the fierceness of his anger, wrath and indignation and trouble by sending evil angels among them.
Right, and what do the evil angels do? They program people to do certain things.
That's right.
Okay? They program people, they program animals. Remember, he's the father of spirits.
Right.
So he controls both spirits on all sides, man. Right? You got these people say, I'm a Satanist, I worship Satan. They're so stupid. Satan works for the Heavenly Father. Okay, so you ain't doing nothing like that when they're going around like they're getting the Heavenly Father mad. They ain't getting the Heavenly Father mad. Say the Heavenly Father is the one that controls Satan. Okay? Go ahead.
This is the book of Job 23 and 9. On the left hand, where he does work, but I cannot behold him. He hides himself on the right hand, that I cannot see him.
On the left hand where he does work, man. That's it, man. Okay? Amos, yeah.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 5 and verse 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. as if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him. It went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him.
Right, that's it. Okay, so it's not even there's no way to escape. Everywhere you turn, there's going to be something coming to you, man. All right, so these people don't get it, man. These people don't understand. The Lord is angry. When the Lord is not on your side and He's angry with you, it is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the power, man.
Sirach 43 and 29. The Lord is terrible and very great, and marvelous is His power.
Marvelous, man. Boy, bro.
Ezekiel 14 and 14. Though these three men, Noah, Daniel, and Job, were in it, they should deliver by their own souls, by their righteousness, said the Lord. If I cause noisome beasts to come through the land, and they spoil it, so that it be desolate, that no man may pass through because of the beasts. Verse 20. Though Noah, Daniel, and Job were in it, as I live, said the Lord power, they shall deliver neither son nor daughter, they shall but deliver their own souls by their righteousness. For thus said the Lord power, how much more when I send my four-sword judgment upon Jerusalem, the sword, the famine, and the noisome beast, and the pestilence, to cut off from it man and beast.
You see, the Lord could just snap His finger and send all kind of angels to kill a bunch of people. But the Lord loves to do things in order. He loves to do everything decently in order, so it'll be a domino effect of things happen. This happens and that leads to this and that. Right? When the Lord could just have it just be like that, right? Like even with the Canaanites, right? He said that He was going to destroy them little by little as animals come into the city. He could have put a force field around the city where the animals don't come in, but He didn't do that. All right? You understand? So the Lord likes to do things in order. Okay, there's a little bit more, bro. That's enough. Go ahead.
2 Ezra 15 and 22. My right hand shall not spare the sinners, and my sword shall not cease over them that shed innocent blood upon the earth. The fire is gone forth from His wrath, and had consumed the foundation of the earth, and the sinners like the straw that is kindled.
Well, so what happens when the straw is kindled? It burns up. Okay, it burns up quick. Go ahead.
Woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments, said the Lord. I will not spare them. Go your way, ye children, from the power, defile not my sanctuary.
Wow.
Right, so woe to them that keep not the commandments of the Lord. Right? So you Jakes, you don't care about the commandments. When we tell you about the commandments, you act like you don't understand it. You read Jeremiah 10 to Jakes. Jeremiah 10. What does that sound like to you? I don't know. It sounds like the Lord is saying. It's very clear what it sounds like, man. Okay? You do it every year around December 24th, man. All right? But Jake will act like they don't know. I don't know. It must be a spiritual need. Nothing spiritual about it. Okay? Go ahead.
This is the book of Jeremiah 6 and 10. To whom shall I speak and give warning, that they may hear? Behold, their ear is uncircumcised, and they cannot hearken. Behold, the word of the Lord is unto them a reproach. They have no delight in it.
That's it. It's a reproach to them, man. All right? Because it's like a mirror. When we're speaking about it, we put it's like a mirror to them. Okay? You got something? Oh, Job 1? Okay, hold that. Go ahead.
Isaiah 10 and 4. And what will ye do in the day of visitation?
Right.
And in the desolation which shall come from far? To whom will ye flee for help? And where will ye leave your glory?
To whom will ye flee for help, man? See, when that time comes, they ain't going to have nowhere to run, man. Okay? They're not going to have anywhere to run to, man. Who can I run to? You see what I'm saying? They're going to have to run to death, man.
That's right.
You see, it says that your lover shall seek your life. And we can't wait, man. Like I said, man, when stuff starts to break down and things like that, I'm just going to be out in the open looking at these people's reactions, man. Okay? Okay? I'm going to be like, go pray to Buddha, go pray to Allah, go pray to somebody, man. All right? Because the power of the heavens and the earth, the power of our Shri Yahweh Shai, He's not going to help you. Okay? What?
Ezekiel chapter 7 and verse 5. Thus saith the Lord power, and evil, and only evil, behold, is come. And end is come, the end is come, and watcheth for thee, behold, it is come.
Yeah, they're watching for you, man. Okay, so that's what that. Oh, woe to you that desire to do. Give me that, man. All right. That's what we're doing. Bring it up.
This is Jeremiah 2, and verse 27. Say to a stone, thou art my father, and to a stone, thou hast brought me forth.
Right, like you Muslims, man. They're going by the Mecca stones, down now to the Mecca stone, man. All right. When did the Lord say bow down to a stone? That's a stone right there, man. Okay. Or you know, I pray all these Latin tribes. They got all them idols, man. All them different so-called saints. They all look like Edomites. So-called they pray to it. Where did the Lord tell you to do all that, man? Okay, that's idol worship right there, man. All right. Go ahead.
And to a stone.
He even said, don't make it. There was even a time when we were coming out of Egypt, he didn't want us to make any images of the chariot. He said, listen, don't make no images of the chariot unless they bow down and worship it, man. Okay? We don't need to make no image of the Lord either, because why? We're worshiping him for real. We're worshiping him.
That's right.
We ain't worshiping the dead image of him.
That's
You
right.
know, the dead image of him, which would be on a piece of paper or something. That's worshiping what's on the paper. We're not worshiping what's on the paper. We're worshiping the living power.
That's right.
You see that? But can the image on the paper talk? Can it move? Can it do evil and good? No. So that's why he doesn't want us to. Why would we do that? We're worshiping him directly, right? Right through his son Yahweh. Okay? Who's reading? Go ahead.
And to a stone thou hast brought me forth.
Right.
But they have turned their back unto me, and not their face. But in the time of their trouble, they will say, arise and save us.
Right, like that Jake. That Jake, well, he's starting to see the light. You know, he took off the koof. You know, remember the Jake? The koof, he don't wear koof. He's done with it. You know, one time he was doing the whole thing, and he started listening, like, oh, fuck. Don't picture him in the bathroom, looking in the mirror. You know what I'm saying?
Verse 28. But where are thy gods that thou hast made thee?
Right.
Let them arise, if they can save thee in the time of thy trouble.
That's right. The gods, these wicked false idols, man. You see? If they could save you, let them arise.
That's right. That's
You know?
right.
And just like we're going to tell the end up, we're going to tell it, let Esau arise. To save you.
Yeah.
Let Esau arise. Let
Call
the government arise.
Call the police.
Call the police. Okay? Appelle la police. Accent, what they call it a Levite chick. Appelle la police. Yeah. You know? Go ahead.
For according to the number of thy cities are thy gods of Judah.
Right. How do you say manger? Manger? You know, in Creole. I say eat bread or something like that. Manger pain. Okay. Is that really Creole or is that really French? Is that broken French? Yeah. Now, manger va manger pain. You go do your thing. Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 2 and verse 20. In that day a man shall cast his idols of silver,
That's
and his
right.
idols of gold which they made, each one for himself to worship.
That's it. All right? Each one for himself to worship. Okay? See, in the ancient world, man, they were, listen, man, that was heavy. You know, that was a heavy thing with the idols, but now it's embedded into the society, man. There are all these different name brands and things like this. And you got these people, it's like they're really fanatical about these name brands and these different things and these different products because of the witchcraft that's put on them. That's literally like an idol to these people, man. You got people that stay out all night. If Nike comes up with a new skill, they'll camp out all night for that. Jake, you know, but they won't camp out for the Feast of Tabernacles. You see that?
To the moles and to the bats, and to go into the cliffs of the rocks, and into the tops of the great rocks, for fear of the Lord, and for the glory of his majesty, when he arises to shake terribly the earth.
Right, and I heard the thunder yesterday. Was it yesterday, the day before? I heard the thunder. I was like, man, these people are fearful of the power of the Lord. Just the thunder, just the way the thunder sometimes boom, you know? Feel it. Come on, man. Even the animals get nervous, man. So when the Lord really visits this place, man, all the pride of these people, it ain't gonna be a joke no more, man. These people are gonna be crying, all right? pissing himself, right? Literally, man. Okay? That's the Lord is getting ready to visit this place. Explain to me how the thunder came about. Alright? The Lord set up the thunder, man. The Lord set up the lightning, man. Okay? And you can't bring back the lightning. None of your technology can bring back the lightning. That's something real quick. Okay, let me jump on this.
This is Job chapter 37 and verse 1. At this also my heart trembleth, and is moved out of his place. Hear attentively the noise of his voice, the sound that goeth out of his mouth. He directeth it under the whole heaven, and his lightning unto the ends of the earth. After it a voice roareth, he thundereth with the voice of his excellency.
So imagine the Lord speaking to something. Imagine the Lord move. That's just his thunder. That ain't even good.
Just die straight there.
First of all, you can't listen.
You can.
I mean, he could talk. He could come down in the chariot. His voice could come down and speak. But I mean, listen. If he wants to, man. First of all, your face is gonna be on the ground, man.
That's what happened with Paul. When you heard the voice of God,
Is he how shy?
How shy? The rest of the service, they heard thunder.
Yeah.
And they were scared.
Right. That's a good point, man.
Yeah.
No, remember, Yahushua's voice is as big as waters. Right? So, listen, he was on a boat speaking to people. Right? So the boat could have been all the way where the tree is at over there in the middle of the boat. And he could have here. Why? Because the power, that powerful deep. Isn't he the spin image of the Heavenly Father?
Yeah.
So that's why his voice, you think he's going to come down with a little Edomite voice, man?
But Moses tried to let them talk to
Right.
and they got scared.
Oh, yeah. They saw the quake, the mountain, the burnt. All right? So you understand? Oh, a little more?
After a voice roareth, he thundereth with the voice of his excellency. He will not stay dumb when his voice is heard. The Most High thundereth marvelously with his voice. Great things doeth he, which we cannot comprehend.
I don't care how rough and tough you go. When you hear that thunder, boy, you start thinking. You know? I shouldn't have done, I was unclean.
For sure.
You know what he's like? I went to that restaurant and shit. Moab gets down, I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say? So this is the thoughts that go through the head, man. You know, of the righteous, you know. From time to time, sometimes you're going to following Rabbi Shimon Shine. You know, but sometimes, you might think about those things. It's powerful.
It's powerful.
Go ahead, Zabak.
Isaiah 29 and 6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunders, and with earthquake, and with a great noise, with storms and tempests.
Oh, hold on, Salaki. That guy that was at the Boston camp one time, he was speaking and he was talking smack, and the little boom, the thunder. Even he jumped, you know? And, he wasn't talking too much crap after that, man. He wasn't talking too much crap. And don't be surprised if he didn't come back and brought them brothers smoothies, man. You know, that's the spirit. Listen, bro, when the Lord starts to get moving, man. Oh, in the day of that power that people shall be willing, they're going to get to it. They're going to hop to it. All right? They're going to hop to it, bro. All right? Because right now they can talk the smack, but ain't nothing really happening, man. But when that fire from heaven, and, you know, if the Lord starts with the spiritual powers, and, you know, they start to know, like, the Lord is really dealing with these people. Right? That's why they're going to be holding on to the skirt of him that is a Jew, right? Him that is an Israelite. They're not going to be holding on the skirt of the coats of them Amalekites, right? Just walking around with curls on them. Ain't nobody holding on their coat, right? Okay? What?
Exodus 20 and 18. And all the people saw the thundering, and the lightnings, and the noise of trumpets, and the mountain smoking. And when the people saw it, they removed and stood afar off. And they said unto Moses, Speak thou with us, and we will hear. But let not the Most High speak with us, lest we die.
That's it, man. Right? So that was the Lord didn't even start speaking. It just basically we were just talking, and all that stuff started happening. Man. Okay?
That's right.
Started thundering, and he said, "Don't touch the mountain unless you die anyway." That's what he told him.
Yeah.
You touch it or you'll die. If you touch the mountain. Okay?
Wow.
So, come on, bro. And that's how stupid these Israelites are. And there was already a time when the chariot that was there, which Yahushua was in that chariot, by the way. When that chariot was there was a particular time the Lord got mad and just started destroying them, man. Started zapping them. Okay? Got some? Anybody have anything on deck? If not, get me numbers.
Wisdom of Solomon 12 and 8. Nevertheless, even those thou spared as men, and did send wasps for runners of thy host,
Oh, the wasp. We see. Anyways, go ahead.
to destroy them by little and little.
Right, because the Lord could put the spirit on those wasps to just kill people. All right, those things you see flying around, but they're coming because it's spiritual. All right, because there's no reason, there's no flowers here. Right, it's spiritual. They come because it's spiritual. But the Lord could put the spirit on them to just kill people. Okay, and He's gonna put the spirit on these different insects and animals through these things, right? Okay, we're coming to the finale, man. Boy,
Not that thou was unable to bring the ungodly under the hand of the righteous in battle, or to destroy them at once with cruel beasts,
Right.
or with one rough word,
right.
but executing thy judgment upon them by little and little,
Yes.
thou givest them a place
They
of
see, they don't
repentance.
see this place is crumbling little by little, right? There's more pestilence popping up little by little, all right? Because the Lord is destroying this place little by little, but it's going to accumulate into a whole huge judgment, man.
That's right.
All right? And they don't get it, man. Right? This, the food products, less and less is in the stores now. The prices are going up. All right? So when it gets to the exponential level now, these people are going to realize when it's too late. Okay? And there's really nothing they can do to stop it any damn way. Right? Because it's all the judgment of the Lord. But, see, that's how the Lord is operating with these people, man. Go ahead.
But not being ignorant that they were a naughty generation, and that their malice was bred in them, and that their cognition would never be changed, for it was a cursed seed from the beginning.
Right, and these people ain't going to change their mind. Their mind is made up. It said that their conscience was seared with a hot iron. Listen, we're not trying to wake up all these people. Right? All these people talking, they can't get it. Okay, have a nice day, man. Right. Have a nice day. All right? You see what I'm saying? That's the mindset. Because you got certain cats, they're trying to beat it into the person. If a person can't get it, it's because the Lord blinded them.
That's right.
All right? Either they're not an Israelite. If they're not an Israelite, they're not going to get it anyway. But if they're Israelite, they can't get it. It's because the Lord blinded them. He doesn't want them. Okay? So you let them go up the street, and the Lord is going to judge them eventually. Man. Go ahead.
Yeah. Neither didst thou for fear of any man give them pardon for those things wherein they sin.
Sit. All right? Got something? Yeah, bring that up.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 11 and 1. And when the people complained, it displeased the Lord. And the Lord heard it, and his anger was kindled. And the fire of the Lord burnt among them, and consumed them that were in the uttermost parts of the camp.
Right, so he was destroying the Israelites at that particular time. Okay, because why? They displeased him, right? Complaining, talking smack. But this time, how much more? He's going to send these angels out there to destroy them, right? All right? The angels are set up to bring judgment, right? Okay? To do the will of the Heavenly Father, right? All right? And they all have their different purpose and order. Okay? Go ahead.
Exodus 23 and verse 20. Behold, I send an angel before you to keep thee in the way, and to bring thee into the place which I have prepared. Beware of him and obey him.
Who's that angel? Yahushua. Angel, capital A. All right? That's Yahushua right there. Go ahead.
Beware of him and obey his voice. Provoke him not, for he will not pardon your transgressions, for my name is in him.
All right? That's it. All right? So Yahushua was, even back then, he was the right hand of the Heavenly Father, man. Okay? He's going to save us with his right hand. He's going to save us with Yahushua. Okay? You see what I'm saying? And when Yahushua comes back, he's coming back with great fury, man. All right? Even now, he's angry. But like I said, the Lord is doing everything in order. right? We want to move the hand of the Lord, but he said, waken not till he please. Give me that. Okay? Give me that. Okay? Up to the said measure. Give me that too, man. All right? So there's only a particular time frame that the Lord has. Go ahead, brother.
Jeremiah 32:27. Behold, I am the Lord, the God of all flesh. Is there anything too hard for me?
Is there anything to right? Because it's like you got a calendar, right? Okay, Tuesday I'm gonna do this, Monday I'm gonna do that, Thursday that's how the Lord has it set up, man. And there's nothing really you can do about it. Right?
Second Ezra 4 and verse 37. By measure have he measured the times, and by number have he numbered the times. And he does not move nor stir them until the said measure be fulfilled.
Right. The Lord is patient. He's super patient, long suffering, man. He can see us, you know, might, you know what I'm saying, I'm a fast, you know, but then, right? And then, you know, as soon as it hits, you're looking at the sun, you're looking at the time. Shit. As soon as it hits us, it hits something like 6:04, you're shooting something in the garbage, you're drinking, right? But the Lord is super long suffering, man. Right? I'm talking about the Heavenly Father and His Son too. Because when Yahushua came, he fasted for 40 years. Let me see what he did after that. All right? Well, I don't want you to. Where's the height? He's sick right now. Of course he's sick. You can't do that. All right? So ultimately, I'm just showing you the discipline that the Heavenly Father has, man. And we are really supposed to try to aspire to have that discipline. Okay? Remember, Yahushua was teaching in the temple daily, never sin. Okay? The ministry was constantly doing the ministry. You know, just never sinning alone is just, you know what I mean? There's more than that, though? That's what I was going. Okay, go ahead.
This is Song of Solomon, Psalm of Songs, chapter 2, and verse 7. I charge you, O ye daughters of Jerusalem, by the roads and by the hens of the field, that ye stir not up, nor awake my love till he please.
Right, speaking about the Most High. Okay, speaking about the Most High, all right? So you can't move him to do what you want him to do in the time you want him to do. Even when you pray, sometimes brothers want it to happen right away. Well, the Lord is going to do it in his time.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like that.
Yeah, you want him to do it right away.
Yeah.
You know, but guess what? The Lord is going to do it in a perfect time, and guess what? It's going to be the perfect time that you need to.
Okay, yeah.
When you take a look back at retrospect, it might be 2 years later, might be a year later, might be months later, might be 10 years later. I don't know. You're gonna see, yo, that was beneficial.
Yeah.
I'm glad it was that way. You know, which one? I'm not saying we're gonna be here 10 years. I'm just giving an example.
Yeah, an example.
This is Ecclesiasticus 35 and verse 17. The prayer of the humble pierceth the clouds. Until it come nigh, he will not be comforted, and will not depart till the Most High shall behold to judge righteously and execute judgment.
Right, that's it. That's it, man. Okay? You might have a particular person, you might throw a prayer on them, you know what I'm saying? To do something, okay? And it doesn't happen right away.
That's right.
It might take a minute. Or it might be by piecemeal, it might be little by little. You know? But the Lord is doing good. No one could do it better than him, man.
That's
no one could get those people better than him, man. Okay?
2 Peter chapter 3, verse 9.
That's right, brother. Say it louder, what you just said. Say it louder.
Avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath, for vengeance is the Lord.
Right. Because when you avenge yourself, you could be guilty, man.
That's right.
Right.
This is 2 Peter chapter 3, and verse.
But we're coming into the time though where the Lord, you know what I'm saying? The Lord, the Spirit is going to be so heavy, right? That you might set up something and it'll happen that same second. Which that happens sometimes.
Yeah,
and sometimes I throw up a prayer and it'll happen right there and then. You see what I'm saying to you? But you're coming to a time where it might just be like a light and a listen, man. You know, you throw that up and bam, 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 some birds start attacking their ass, man, you know?
Like the guy the other day when he started doing,
Oh, right.
and he got arrested right on.
So that's the Spirit of the Lord, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Boy, this is 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 9. The Lord is not slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness, but is long suffering to usward, not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance.
Right, because he's going to gather up all the elect. That's why the angel said, don't hurt the sea or the earth, and until all the elect is sealed. All right? You see what I'm saying? So it's not that the Lord is slack, it's the Lord got to make sure he gets all the elect.
Order, yeah.
Okay? All right.
2 Maccabees 6 and 12. Now I beseech those that read this book that they be not discouraged for all these calamities, but that they judge those punishments not to be for destruction, but for the chastening of our nation. For it is a token of his great goodness when wicked doers are not suffered any long time, but forthwith punished. For not as with other nations, whom the Lord patiently forbeareth to punish till they become to the fullness of their sins, so dealeth he with us, lest that being come to the height of sin, afterward he should take vengeance on us.
That's it. All right? So the other nations, they don't get judged the way we get judged. What you got, bro? Got someone else?
This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 3, and verse 8. Therefore wait ye upon me, said the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey. My determination is to gather the nations,
120.
that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy.
That's it. Right, that's it. Okay? You know, so read that again, please.
This is Zephaniah 3 and 8. Therefore wait ye upon me, said the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey.
Right, we're waiting for the Lord to rise up to the prey. We're waiting for the Lord to take down Esau, to break his teeth. All right? Because it's not going to be us, man. All right? It's the Lord who's going to do it, man. All right? So he can get the glory.
That's
You know,
right.
It's my right-handed appointment of the elders, man. You know? So he's going to get it. Okay? Go ahead.
For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger. For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy.
That's it. Fierce anger of the Lord, man. Right? And we represent that, man. See, sometimes you might get in the spirit, start going in, right? And screaming and, you know, bringing it out on a higher level. Well, that's the spirit of the Lord, man.
That's right.
Because the Lord is angry. The Lord is not happy with these people, man. Okay? So when he brings that judgment, they can't say, I didn't know. No, of course you do. The prophet's been out here, man.
That's right.
Okay? We're out here in every major city. There's brothers doing this, man.
That's right.
Okay? Preaching the right thing, preaching this gospel, man. Okay? See what I'm saying? Warning the people, man. Okay? What you got, bro?
This is Romans chapter 10 and verse
Go ahead.
16.
10 is the water. And verse 16. But they have not all obeyed the gospel. For Isaiah said, Lord, who hath believed our report?
Right, whoever believes our report, the report of the prophets, man. And the prophets were always sent to our people to wake them up to make sure they know how to do the right thing, man. Okay? To turn to the Lord, man. Right? Matter of fact, give me Baruch, right? Finish that off and give me Baruch. Right?
So that faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of the Most High. But I say, have they not heard? Yes, verily, their sound went out into all the earth, and their words unto the ends of the world.
Right, they've all heard, man. They've all heard the words, man. 20. Huh? Go ahead.
This is Matthew 24 and verse 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come.
Right. So it had to be preached in all the ends of the earth, man. Okay? Yo, brother, how long was the French segment? It's like an hour, right? At least an hour, right?
Yeah.
Sure, right?
Yeah, 15, yeah.
Hour 15?
No, 50 minutes, 59 minutes.
15 hours? About an hour, okay.
Yeah.
Making sure. Listen. Go ahead. What you
This is
got?
Baruch chapter 1 and verse 20. So after 21. Nevertheless have they hearkened unto the voice of the Lord our power, according unto all the words of the prophets, whom he sent unto us.
That's it. According to all the words of the prophets, man. They didn't hearken to the words of the prophets. Because the prophets have always been sent in all these different kingdoms. So that he sent them saviors. Okay, that's dealing with the prophets, man. All right, and those are going to be the ones that are going to be ruling with Yahweh Shai the King, man. The ones that were doing this work. That's the 144,000. Give me where it says, where it speaks about himself over them. And it starts being Isaiah, so on and so forth.
Mais oui, tu fais le
This is the book of 2nd Esdras,
chapter 1 and 30s, verse
39.
verse 38. And now, brother, behold, will glory and see the people that cometh from the east, unto whom I will give for leaders Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Hosea, Amos, and Micah, Joel, Obadiah, and Jonah.
So these are all the prophets that he's going to give for leaders, man, over these people, man. They're going to come back and we're all going to know who we were, you know, from the elect. Okay, you were this, you were him, you were this guy, or you were Baruch, you were that, you were that. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Nahum and Habakkuk, Zephaniah, Haggai, Zechariah, and Malachi, which is called also an angel of the Lord.
You see that? So the Lord is not here playing games, man. I mean, the Lord is going to set up the right people in order. Everyone else that's not in order, they're going to have to get taken out, man. All right?
That's right.
But see, those men they feared the Lord. That's why they did the work. You know, they went through some stuff, man. The ancient prophets went through some real stuff, and we're going to have to go through stuff too, man. Okay? We've been going through stuff, but it's been light.
Light stuff.
It's been light. Oh yeah, I ate, my stomach was hurting. Satan, brother, Satan. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah, so it's light. It's light. You know, but you think about what Isaiah went through, what Jeremiah went through. You know what I'm trying to say? At some point, they went through some serious things, although the Lord was always with them. That's the thing. That's the key. The Lord was always with them. And my whole thing is, as long as I see these other people suffering out there, it's okay. It makes it better. See, they're evil. No, but it's just, okay? As long as I know, because I know we have some help. They don't have no help. Let's say if everything's shut off and all that. I can't wait till the whole money system is shut off. Because I know money ain't worth shit, and it's not worth nothing to nobody at that particular point. You understand what I mean? So what are they going to do? They're not going to do anything. Except for cry, you know? Take those big clothes and eat it, try to eat it, cook it. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Hebrews 12. Hebrews 12 and verse 4. Ye have not yet resisted unto blood, striving against sin.
Right, because we're coming to the point where they're going to try to put us to death, put certain people to death that are not with the NWO in their system. Okay? Accuse them. You know, say, nah, see, they're this, they're that, they're a threat to the national security. Right? They don't believe in this and that. You know, that's what they're going to be doing. Propaganda, man. You know, Esau's a master of propaganda. The devil's a master of propaganda. All right? What you got, bro?
2 Corinthians 11 and verse 25. Thrice was I beaten with rods.
Yeah, because they're going to take those clothes and they ain't going to have nothing to eat. Right? You got all these clothes. You can whatever you can eat, bro. You got a couch, you start slicing it up. Okay? That's what's getting ready. And then after when they're done with all that, that's when they're going to resort to the lowest of the low, man. All right? Cooking their friend or some shit.
Yep.
All right? So these people, they keep this a game now. It's a joke now. But when that time comes, hey, remember there has been a prophet among you. Man.
Keep the same energy.
Yeah, keep that same energy, man. We tell that to you people, we tell that to you women. All right? All you people, keep that same energy. Go ahead, bro.
Thrice was I beaten with rods.
Yep.
Once I was stoned. Thrice,
Right.
thrice I suffered shipwreck.
Right. Paul went through some things, but right, he was shipwrecked, he was being stolen, he died like twice, I think. Okay? You see what I'm saying? Or no, actually once, not twice. Once when he was stoned. Alright? So all these things he had to go through, bro, being a man of the Lord, man. You see what I'm saying? So guess what? We're gonna have to go through similar things. You see what I'm saying? What?
A night and a day I have been in the deep, and journeyings often, and perils of water.
Which brother's been through things like, you know, similar things like this, you know? But the thing is that we're coming to the apex of these things. We're coming to the apex of these things, man. Where it's going to intensify, man. Where, you know, it's going to get real hot. You know, and then that whole resistant unto blood is going to be resistant unto blood at that particular point, right? So you can have to be like pilgrims, going to keep it moving, you know? You see? But we're also in the time, we can't forget, we're in the time of the victory of the prophets as well.
That's right.
Go ahead.
And journeyings often, and perils of water, and perils of robbers, and perils by mine own countrymen, and perils by the heathen, and perils in the city, and perils in the wilderness, and perils in the sea, and perils among false brethren.
Right, because nothing, listen, when the Lord went on the cross around that time, right? Nothing was really happening, so to speak. You know, they were prophesying and preaching, but nothing was happening. Right, but let's say when 70 AD came, the followers of the Lord, they weren't caught up in that 70 AD. They weren't trapped in the current faith, having to resort to cannibals, the elect. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the thing. When things start to get bad, that's better for the men of the Lord. Okay, that's better for the men. That's when okay? That's why we want to see that this whole thing break down. All right? You understand? Go ahead, bro.
Verse 27, in weariness and painfulness, in watchings often, in hunger and in thirst,
Right.
in fastings often, in cold and nakedness.
That's it. But then you got to remember, like Elijah, right? Elijah was good. The famine came. Elijah was chilling by the water. You know? And how much more sweet is the water when you know no one else has water? How much more sweet and good is the bread, right? Than when you know no one else has bread, right? The ricole is what it tastes way better, right? You know, the chicken, right? The turkey. It tastes a lot better when you know no one has it, man. Okay? We're not going to be complaining. I'm not going to be, oh, you got to eat vegetarian food because, you know, that's all that's left. But everyone else is starving. I ain't going to complain.
Sardines. I'm gonna eat the sardine nice.
You don't cook it up, no. Don't put some snow. Do what you got to do, make a sandwich. Okay? Go ahead, bro.
James 1 and 2, my brethren, count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptations, knowing this, that the trying of your faith work in patience.
That's it. You got, bro.
This is 1 Corinthians 11 and verse 32. But when we are judged, we are chastened of the Lord,
Yeah.
that we should not be condemned with the world.
That's it. You got, bro.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 2 and verse 27. Be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance.
That's it. That's it. Go ahead.
This is 2 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 10.
Yep.
But thou hast fully known my doctrine,
Yep.
manner of life, purpose, faith, long-suffering, charity, patience,
Yep.
persecutions, afflictions, which came unto me at Antioch, at Iconium, at Lystra. What persecutions I endured, but out of them all the Lord delivered me.
That's it. The Lord's going to deliver us out of these different persecutions, man. You know, I believe that. Lord willing, I continue to the end. I believe that. He's going to deliver me out of all these different persecutions, man. All right? And I believe you brothers continue too. He's going to deliver you out of these persecutions, man. All right? So this is the time we're coming to, man. All right? So it's time to be strong. That's why I said be strong in the Lord, man. All right? You got to be. You got to have a serious, strong mind in that time. Okay? Because these people that are not, they don't have anything to lean back on, right? They're going to be through. Money's not going to save you. Okay? Money, family members, they're going to turn on one another. Okay? That's how dire it's going to get. Okay? Oh no, I got my sisters to leave. This sister ain't going to give a shit about you in that case. Right? Okay?
Go ahead. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 33 and verse 6.
Yeah.
And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times,
Give me a match of these 100.
and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his
See,
treasure.
the men of the Lord, they're going to have that stability. You see, that's what men bring, first of all. They bring stability. True men. All right? So in that time, the men of the Lord are going to be stable.
Sure.
When all hell is breaking loose, man. When this whole shit is breaking down, man. Okay? So what are these hoes going to do? They're going to try to come to the men of the Lord, man. Right? And we're going to be really, really picky, man, in that case, man. Yo, out of 20 of them, we might say, you know, no, I don't want them. No, none of them are sufficient. Okay? And why we're not going to be thinking about all just sex. No, listen, bro.
No.
We don't need, you're going to be a liability, man. You're going to be like extra weight. Exactly, I can see myself popping from time to time. I can see myself, like, New York, I don't see myself popping from time to time. You know? Go ahead, bro.
Isaiah 32 and verse 2, and a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind,
That's it.
and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land.
They're going to be thirsty, man. We ain't going to have to talk to them. We're not going to have to holler. Let me holler. No, you're going to have to do that, bro. Okay? They're going to come to us, man. They're going to come to us.
Especially the nigga woman.
Oh, no, she's going. All of them are going to come. All of them are gonna
I'm
come.
sorry. I'm sorry.
But her, she in the spirit, she gonna know she's through. You know, she gonna come like, hi.
Hi.
Because you know she's been wicked. You know, brothers, hi. You got fired. You know, I cooking clean. Don't fucking touch me.
I'm gonna throw away the blonde wig.
That's the spirit we're gonna be
Yeah,
in.
that's
man.
right.
That's the spirit we're gonna be in, man. All right? I don't throw speaker for me. I'll speak for maybe brothers be nicer. Brothers be kinder, you know? Shalom. You know, Shabbat Shalom. Brothers, you know? Nicer brothers, you know? No, that's not gonna be me, man.
No.
All right? That's not gonna be most of the brothers. So most of the brothers I talk, no, they might do it on video, edifying video. They break down Revelation, break down this, that. They say, these hoes gotta die. You know, all these brothers, man. So if the sentiment of the man of the Lord is that, what do you think the Lord got prepared for that, man? The Lord got some serious humbling for you coming, man. All right? So like, let's get the last scripture, man. Oh no, what do you got? I know he jumped up. You know?
Isaiah chapter 13, verse 12.
Good. No. Surely. Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold.
No, maybe it says I make a woman more precious. What does it say?
I will make a man more precious than fine
No, the
gold.
woman is the prize. I make a man more precious than fine gold. We're the prize, man. We're the ones that run shit. We're the ones the Lord is dealing with. We're the ones you gotta come to. Okay? You gotta come see me, man. All right? Oh, there's more. Go ahead.
Even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir.
And the Ophir gold was way more expensive than other gold. Because that was coming from the other side of the world. That's going to be more expensive. Every gold is not the same, my friend. Right? Which we don't know. Right? The world can't carry that out there. What the hell is that? If you go to India with 10 K, what is okay? Because they were, to them gold is nothing. They're wearing that full pure gold. Alright? But there's different kinds of gold. Alright? That, you know, gold has different benefits as well. Alright? What you got, bro?
This is Micah 7, and verse 10. Then she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her.
Right,
with
right.
set.
There's going to be shame covering it. Right? A lot of shame is going to go around. How do you bashing me? There's going to be a lot of bashing going on. All right? Because we're going to be questioning you. All right? You know what I'm saying? Keep that same energy. Right? And that's why it can't come fast enough. Right? We see it coming, but it can't come fast enough. Go ahead.
And shame shall cover her which said unto me, where is the Lord thy power? My eyes shall behold her, now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets.
Right. Well, aren't you the woman king? Aren't you the woman king? That's what I'll be asking, man. You know the look, giving the look. You know, the crazy look. Yeah, man. All right, we ain't just, listen, man. There's going to be a lot of humbling in that, man. All right? What? Pray, man. If he don't, he don't. If there's certain ones of them that are accepted, that's because it's the Spirit of the Lord. That's because it's the Spirit of the Lord, you know? Because there is going to be certain systems that you might bump into that are decent, all right? But that's going to be far few and in between. How much of them is decent out there? Okay, every now and then you might find one woman that might, decent, and say the Lord is out there. She's one of those ones, and that's going to be through the Spirit. Okay, but the rest of them, oh Lord, no. Yeah. You know? Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro.
Ezekiel 9 and 10. And as for me also, my eyes shall not spare, neither will I have pity, but I will recompense the weight upon their head.
Okay, right. The Lord's not going to have pity, man. All right? So, this is a warning. Let this be a warning to you, man. Get it right. All right? Get right. Man. Get right with the Lord. Let this be a warning to you, man. The Lord is not coming to play, man. You know when you hear that thunder, you get nervous, man.
Come to the camp.
All right? Well, you don't have to come to the camp. You do what you know, listen, if the Spirit's on you to come, you come. If you don't, you don't. All right? But one thing is for sure, if you're a man, you should be serving the Lord one way or another.
That's right.
All right? Okay? And then certain brothers talking about, I'm a help. Okay, you're a help. Then where's the help at, man? Where's the help at? Now I'm a help in the spirit. Go ahead. You got something? There's somebody else? Okay, so we go close up. What was that?
This is 2 Timothy chapter 4 and verse 17. Notwithstanding, the Lord stood with me and strengthened me, that by me the preaching might be fully known, and that all the Gentiles might hear, and I was delivered out of the mouth of the lion.
That's it, man. So the Lord's going to deliver the elect out of these different tribulations. And that's why they're going to flock to the elect. Because everyone else, what do you think the rest of these cats going to be? They'll be nervous, scared, fidgety, jumpy, right? Because they don't know what's next, man. Right? Anyways, with that, we're going to give all praise, glory, and honor
To Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rukakodash.
Right, double honors to the apostle, elders of great millstone, salutations, much love and respect to Rakim out there pushing this word out and truth and sincerity.
That's right.
All right, Shemai,
Shemai,
Yasha'Allah,
Yasha'Allah,
Yahweh,
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 Shemai,
Shemai,
Yasha'Allah,
Yahweh,
Yahweh, Yahweh,
Shemai,
Shemai, Yasha'Allah, Yahweh,
Shalom.
Abad Baba.
TTA and Abad Baba.